Weird having a consistent static in your ears. You know? It's weird.
Is it weird?
You want to get that checked out.
That's tinnitus. That's when you have like a ringing ears. This is just like a minor. It's like
I
when
don't know,
you're
it might be
listening.
different for...
Oh, no,
Actually,
mine
how's
is
that sore
usually
throat,
ringing.
buddy?
Huh?
How's that sore throat? Because, like, throughout the entire time I was sick, my ears were, like, super stuffed, and I would get, like, slight ringing like that. Not ringing, but, like, the...
I mean, my right ear
what you
has
just
been
described.
blocked all day, so now I guess because it has... Oh, yeah. Oh, that's weird. Oh, yeah, because it has been blocked all day, so now... Oh, I see. The ringing of my tetanus is now... Alright. Yeah, that's irritating.
Why do you say it like that?
Because
I thought
I
it
have
was
no idea
tinnitus.
how to say it properly.
Tinnitus.
Tinnitus.
Tinnitus. Yeah.
Tinnitus
I
is
don't
the thing on
word.
people's chests, and
For a second there, I thought you were actually talking to me, and I was just trying to figure out how much it was that I'd actually told you about my symptoms with this.
I have a very weird...
That's how you get tinnitus.
Yeah, tinnitus is very fun, by the way.
Oh, I'm aware.
I was actually talking about throat problems, but
And let me host and stream everyone.
dude, when I had COVID, I had a single spot on my throat, and I watched that sucker travel. Every day it was in a new spot.
I have COVID right now. Dang it.
Holy cow. Why is everyone getting COVID right now?
Hey, I didn't get it, I had a cold.
Yeah, shockingly,
we have
Wally's the
siblings
only
that are
person
idiots.
I know that's gotten COVID, but I have like 18 friends right now who've all gotten sick in the last 2 weeks.
Well,
Hey, I was
you
only with a
you heard
cold.
him.
Or first, I can't really call them idiots because I am certain that this is somehow going to find that line is probably going to find some way to have reached him. I'm just going to say he is not exactly the wisest when it comes to protecting himself, and he really hasn't demonstrated an ability to care about anyone else.
Oh,
That's
man.
fair, yeah. What was I doing? Making sure my audio is correct, of course. Hi, folks. Let me do my intro real quick.
No.
Yeah. Hello and welcome, dear patrons, to the Tables of Tartarus, a chapter of Purgatory Corner. I am your storyteller, Sinspeaks, and today we shall be continuing the tale of shifting fates. Come on in, take a seat, and let your imagination run free. Now today we have the full crew with us today. Hi, Melody. We have Oliver.
Hello? Sorry, again, I am eating.
You're good. Bill. I probably should have picked the one person who is like actively eating.
Yeah.
There's like 3 people actively eating.
You know. Anyways,
I'm not.
Bill.
I'm not. Let's go.
Eleonora, Rowena, and Mashruna. Hi, girls.
Hello.
Yo, what's up?
I did not mean to put all 3 of the girls on one side and both the guys on the other side. That is
This is
completely
sexism.
accidental.
How could you do this?
It
This is
happens.
2022.
I legitimately did not realize that until now. Ellie can vote for vouch for this. I did not realize that until just now.
No, we didn't realize it before while we were putting it together, so.
Yeah. Did you realize that all?
No.
Yeah, fair. Alright, well, hello there, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another episode of Shifting Fates. Last time we were here, y'all kidnapped a elderly man. Well, middle-aged man, I guess. He could technically be elderly. Wally, how are you elderly? Tell us.
Bill would be middle-aged, he would not be elderly. Elderly would be like late 50s.
Yes, 30
or-
elderly.
Right, well,
Oh,
for
for-
birds? For ravens?
Ages.
Wow, I'm already getting up there, huh?
Well,
I was
for
gonna say,
Kenku specifically, they live to be up to around 60.
Mhm.
I was going to say, Corvids usually only live about 10 years, so I wouldn't wager that Kenku would have an exorbitantly long lifespan.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
only live up to around roughly 60 years, so technically, I am dab in the middle of
Yeah.
age for Kenkus.
You are the man who is just realizing that life sucks. But now he's really accepting his fate and he's being around kidnappers, I guess.
Let's
That's
He's
your
claiming
midlife
that the group is
crisis.
kidnappers.
I'm no kidnapper. I'm a
To be
murderer.
fair. Maybe
I
he should have claimed that. got kidnapped by a murderer.
I got kidnapped by a murderer. I don't know why she hasn't killed me yet, but you know, I'm on the chopping
It's in the
block.
plans.
Oh my gosh.
He's not dead yet, but we're tending to it. Don't worry. I killed the rat first this time. This time it's a bird. Hmm?
That was.
It sounds like the daily life for Ollie.
Yeah, kinda.
God. Alright, but anyways, yeah. So last time y'all were here, y'all talked with Marigold, who I fucked off somewhere, I guess. I swear she was here somewhere, but oh well. Maybe it's
And the chat
this
is like
person?
super small on the stream.
Is it? Oh fuck.
Yeah.
God damn. Why does it do this shit? Hold on. I'm gonna fix this real quick. Don't worry, guys. I always have to change out the chat slightly and. What the fuck? What the... Hold on. Why?
At least the sound's doing okay.
That's true. That's true.
I'd rather the chat be, small than not being able to be heard.
Yeah, that's true. Let me. All right, let me transform and actually no, I can alt. That's what I need to do. I need alt down here. And then you alt down here, and then you drag this over here. Ew, God.
I love how they just say, this is just normal for Ollie at this point, and the only thing that crossed my mind is the old line from, like, Princess Diaries. Or, no, it was Princess Bride, sorry. It was something along the lines of, "Good night, Wesley. Good work. I'll most likely kill you in the morning."
I remember that.
But Ollie instead.
That is such a good line. Alright, hold on. Alright. We'll go there. And then we'll oh, that's not gonna work. We'll go there, I think, and then we'll make it bigger. I really hate the chat thing because it just doesn't conform properly. It's super annoying. Hold on, let me see how long this is. It's also like it just does not conform properly. There we go. Okay, so I want to shrink this down. Oh my god, why? How did I get this to work last time? Jesus Christ Almighty! Oh, yay! I'll get to. Don't worry. I will get to the drinking. God, that's practically unreadable. We got this, guys. Don't worry.
We're drowning you, by the way.
I have a Route 44. Dr.
Is
Pepper
that
next to me.
even
All
readable?
I'm seeing is chug, 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 chug.
Is that even readable?
I can read it.
Kind of.
It's like only a little bit squished.
A little bit.
Only a little bit.
Let me try.
Just gotta stretch it out a little bit.
Yeah, let me try. Jesus Christ. I swear I'm a professional streamer. It's about as stretched as I can get it. I'll have to make that bigger at some point in the future. God. So bad. Okay, wait. Jesus Christ.
It's working out.
Socials,
Please
maybe?
check memes.
Yeah, there we go. Okay, that's really not legible, but that's
Oh,
fine.
shoot.
Actually, let me. Nope, not that. Nope. Wrong button. There we go. And then I'll make that a little bigger. Okay, and then there we go.
Yeah, that seems accurate.
There we go. All right.
Yeah.
A little bit bigger.
I'm gonna be a tyrant tonight. I'm sorry. I have way too much energy for my own good.
There we go. All right.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right. That's
At
probably
least you
readable.
won't
Let
fall
me
asleep
find
this
out the
time,
after here.
probably.
Hold on.
Did I? Oh right, I fell asleep. I forgot that I fell asleep last night. Now I just feel.
Oh, you did. All right, that's probably readable. Let me just.
Yeah, looks good.
Projector. All right, cool. If my brain just kind of short circuits, by the way, folks, randomly, don't worry about it. I have apparently tinnitus just kind of running rampant in my earlobe for some reason, and it's not the most fun thing in the world. But it's fine. Go and get rid of that. There we go. All right, that should work. That looks good. That looks good. If it
What
doesn't look
was
good,
that, like 8 minutes of chat?
Yeah,
fixing?
don't worry, chat. This is why you're here. This is why you watch us, because you can watch us fix the chat. That's why you tune in every other week on Friday at 7 to 9 to 10 p.m.
Absolutely.
This is why you watch us to
Selfless-
observe us suffer.
Selfless plugins, here we go, boys. Alright, anyway, so y'all talked with Marigold last time. Where the fuck I put... Oh, right, she's here. This is Marigold. Oh god. Oh, yeah, I
Sing
have to
it.
drink first.
And then you gotta sing the recap.
Again, I say, Sin,
One.
just to accept it, just down the entire bottle and then just use to go refill it.
I need to pee if I don't do that, and I don't have time to pee. I got 3 hours,
Take a
Paul.
break! And just take a break
I
midway
got
into the
3 hours.
the session. That's what most of the DMs I've been watching do.
3, 4. This is ice water, by the way, so it's cold as fuck.
And you need to be singing for the next 5 minutes, it says here.
We got this. Alright, anyway,
5 minutes?
so...
Oh, my lord.
We got this.
Let's go.
Marigold was a friend. Fuck you for doing this. But anyway, Marigold was your friend who you popped up last time, I guess, maybe. Time passed out long ago. Wally was asleep. Kind of. Was he? Who knows?
Maybe.
I'm trying to think of any way I can sing this. We're all little sheep coming along for a ride. Y'all looking for a deadly disease to kill somebody, maybe? Who knows? And, y'all need information before you can join a band of sorry sons of bitches who, want your help for some reason. Yay!
5 minutes of this.
This is your curse, not mine. Trying to remember all the other stuff. This is just a multifaceted difficulty here. To become friends with them, you gotta scratch their back and they'll scratch yours. Go find information on disease and I'll see you guys. Drugs.
Yes, the drugs.
Oh, this will work.
We already have
Just now
samples
thinking
and
of that
stuff.
drugs owl.
Get more information on the disease. Whatever information you guys have, you need more of, I guess, somehow, maybe. Mostly they just want the drugs, but if you can tell them about disease, that's also good. Probably, maybe. Guys can't see, but I'm doing a weird dance because my brain's going real cuckoo. But it's fine. Okay, did I finish the recap? Did I finish the song time? I don't know how much longer.
By the way, Sin, I believe I actually did just disclose to them every detail I have about the infection in its current state at literally the last couple seconds of the last session.
I don't remember what those were. Feel free to recap that, please.
The general details I have for it so far is that the infection spreads through blood contact with either flesh or getting inside of another person's body.
Mhm.
From there, it will will progress through several different stages. Sometimes it will cause manipulations to someone's mind to make them more aggressive. Sometimes it will, and usually later on, it will be visible in visibly blue veins all over their body. And in the details that has been disclosed to me from Marina specifically was that eventually they will they will flat out explode. Probably my character is probably under the immediate assumption that they are probably around that point also manipulated by the infection to go to a crowded location for that purpose as well. At the moment, he is aware of has narrowed it down for one of the potential ingredients down to 2 potential herbs, and he has a basic idea as to how to find the other 2 necessary ingredients.
Nice.
Beyond that, he's not really certain.
Alright, so that information in mind, that's honestly most of the information you guys need. How it's made is probably a good one that you guys be needing in the future, if you can even figure out that.
The disease
and then...
is made?
Huh?
Excuse me, made the disease? We have no information about that drug that they're talking about.
Well, yeah, that's Alright, so the drug is the main thing you're looking for. How the disease is made is also something you guys can look for. Namely, because trying to figure out how a disease is made can be used to counteract how it produces.
I mean, I've literally been melting it down to its elemental component.
That is true. You are figuring out something. That's also going to be important later, just as an FYI. Feel free to remind me of that if I forget.
It's a darn shame that someone destroyed my evocation lens.
Yeah. Darn shame. Anyways, yeah, so the drug is the primary thing you guys are looking for. In that case, information is based on the drug and how it affects the users of, or the infected people, how it affects those people. So those primary things that you guys are looking for. The Marigold specifically just cares about getting information about the drug itself, because she's annoyed that there's a rampant drug that she has no idea about, and it irritates her, the idea that people around her are dying when they could be paying her instead. Which is pretty common for the slums. And so she told you guys to figure out information, how to get the information on that. Come back, tell her information, and she'll tell you all that you guys want to know about the resistance. Mainly because Ellie asked about it, and she seems to have some kind of soft spot for Jackson. Whether or not that may be a soft spot of a place she'll be kicking, or if that's actually a soft spot, no one really knows yet. So, yeah.
Okay.
Look,
Well, I
it's
guess
not
it's
my
just a handful
fault
of
that
my
Jackson
friends.
has made a lot of enemies. Friends.
Well, I guess it's like a handful of my friends from other groups who say, screw around and find out.
Yeah. Where you guys want to go first?
I mean, I think we're already basically finished here, so we may as well return to like the tavern or something, or at least that's my general thoughts.
Mm-hmm.
Just considering probably the majority of my study tools are still there.
That's true. That's true. Also,
Information for drug.
Yeah.
I mean, we kind of have a higher. We kind of have the priority of people are dying right now, so I think we're probably better off focusing on that, on the disease first, but that's just me.
These like little like huts or houses around, those are houses, right? Like
yeah.
people are
So these
living.
are all different houses. They're kind
yeah.
of blocking the way to the rest of the area. But you assume
Can I
this is
sneak
kind of
into
like
one?
their small base of sorts.
Can I sneak into one?
You are more than welcome to. Which one would you like to sneak into, Tiny Goblin?
Probably the one closest to her. So the southern one.
Okay. This one. I did not expect you guys to do it. What this? See, this is what I like, but also what I hate. All right. So, I'm assuming as Bill is like, they're my kidnappers. You're just like, fuck this shit.
Gets completely distracted.
Fuck this shit. I'm out. And everybody's just like, where's the young one?
Don't worry about it.
Oh no, I'd wager that we're all probably still staring at Bill, just completely stunned that he even say that to even register that she's gone.
Alright, yeah. So all
Yeah,
the
Her shovel dragging across the ground, so she probably makes some noise.
God. Roll me stealth.
Oh, okay. Let me move stuff around so I can get this.
Eventually, I will start pressing the click to request a skill roll from y'all,
One of these
but
days.
One of these
You've been
days.
saying that since episode 2 and you never have.
Well, you know what? Fine. You know, fine. Nope, that's combat turn. Jesus
Ooh.
fucking Christ!
Well, let's go!
Go.
Oh wait, I need to update this one. There we go. All right, so apparently, yeah, y'all are definitely, fucking, you make so little noise. You make such a small quantity of noise that literally not even the most perceptive of all of you, which is actually you, but aside from you, the most perceptive being Rowena, a skilled and trained tracker and hunter, someone whose awareness is just peaked at this point. Yeah, she doesn't hear even your footsteps, even your shovel. You like have it slightly uphinged, so it's like not even touching the ground, and you're just like sneaking by. And it's like the giant 2-foot shovel handle is just kind of like moving, and not a single person notices as you just like kind of crawl over. There is a door, but there is also an open window because, yeah, obviously.
Open window. No doors, only windows.
Alright, so you just slowly crawl through the window. Alright, with that, where is my robot? Ah, there's my robot. Oh, this is super easy to do, actually. Can I make, how do I make just you do it? Huh. If
I mean, you
do-
could orally tell her
right.
something to roll.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out how this thing works. I'll do show and do we'll ignore that. Public role, I guess, and we'll have you do a so many choices. Athletics roll.
You got this.
Yeah, do that. Do that.
An athletics roll? Is
Does that
someone
make you
spontaneously trying to grapple her?
No, this is to see whether or not she can crawl through the window and not bash her shovel handle against the window frame.
I mean, she's more of a
see.
dexterity roll,
Do
but
roll me
okay.
with advantage. I don't know how to make you roll with advantage.
What, for athletics?
Yeah, did this roll?
Um,
Can you see this roll?
I can see it, yeah, but I can't like interact with it. I don't think.
Oh, well, that's dumb.
You can quickly open up your character. Okay, never mind. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, hold on, let me see if this one is better, because I have two of them. Advantage. All right, and then we're gonna roll biatch. There we go. And then we're gonna have you do where's athletics? Athletics roll, or do you have athletics or acrobatics higher?
They're both the same.
All right, cool. We'll have you do athletics. How do I make it roll? Oh, request rolls. There you go.
There you go.
All right, cool. Yeah.
Wow.
So, you, being the not so intelligent person, get like a flicker in your mind, and your right foot, as you're climbing over this windowsill, slips ever so slightly, and as you slip, your entire body pretty much folds slightly, and the handle that was about to hit the top of it curls downwards with your body movements, and you basically curl your body through the window to get your stupidly tall shovel to kind of like slide in there and turn like in a spinning motion, as you slide through the window, making
So I roll through the window.
absolutely, yeah, you just roll your way through it, making absolutely no noise. Shockingly.
Yeah, that's pretty impressive, not gonna lie.
It's fucking terrifying. But yeah, so you managed to land in there again with absolutely no noise. You just land in there, fucking goblin looking around. You have dark vision, right?
I think so.
Okay, cool.
Good.
As you like land in there, you just see a person sitting in there. I don't have any token for him, so I'll just use this one. Beyond. You see a person sitting there, and he's just staring at you, and he's holding like what looks to be like just a jug of beer or some kind of alcohol, and he's just staring at you as you stealthily drop into his house and just like stand there looking like a fucking gremlin with a goddamn shovel. And he's just like looking at you.
That's what I am. I am a gremlin.
Yeah, he's just staring at you like, what the fuck?
So she's not gonna pay any mind to him because he's a person who cares, right? This could be anyone's house. It could be her house. She doesn't care. What's around the house?
Okay. Roll me perception real quick.
First, that's
Jesus
Yes,
Christ.
echo.
I could, I guess, make you on.
Are you gonna do it again, or should I?
You're welcome. If you have it up already, I'll just have you.
I have it up.
Yeah,
so,
just fucking roll it. I'll use that if I need to do it for special reasons, for fancy reasons, you know. 21. Oh, okay. Hold on, my chat thing isn't. Why are you all fucky wucky, sir? Stop it. Get some help. Alright, that's Jesus Christ almighty with the high rolls. God damn. Fucking 23, 22, and 21. I am 12, and what is this bullshit?
I'm going to rob this guy dry.
God, this is the most difficult portion of being a DM, is finding out the bullshit that you're gonna find in here. Alright, cool. Let's do something fancy. Hold on. I got this. Hold on.
Fancy.
Sleight of hand is what's normally used when theft is involved.
Huh?
Sleight of hand is what's normally used when theft is involved.
Oh, yeah,
that's what you're
yeah. It would be sleight of hand if she was attempting to steal from him in any way, shape, or form that was not obvious, but, yeah, no, she's just doing it blatantly.
Could just be one of the ingredients that we need. Or don't know we need yet.
So what I'm gonna have you do, what, are you looking for anything specific, or are you just, like...
He's just looking for anything interesting. Usually, like, trinkets and jewelry and stuff like that, but pretty much anything interesting.
Cool. Alright, what you find, I mean, there's a bunch of different things. There's pieces of gold lying around, which, you know, the gold coins and stuff like that. Okay, he's just staring at you. There's his mug. It looks slightly fancy. It has some gold on it. Some jewels embedded inside of it. Does not fit the theme that he has. There's a sword next to you. You have, what, 18 passive perception? You're also a mage. So, let's see. Do me a favor. Roll. Do you have Arcana? Check mark.
Yes.
Oh, nice. Okay. Roll me Arcana with advantage.
Advantage. Oof.
It's not
It's hoping for another 20.
-2. Where's the -2 from? Where the fuck did you get that -2 from?
Intelligence would be my bet.
Oh, yeah. That's right. Yeah, she's stupid. That's right.
Well, yeah.
I keep forgetting your character is actually dumb.
Literally brain dead.
I was like, where's that -2 from? No one on this planet would have a -2 in wait.
Mushroom for brains?
Literally.
Yeah. With that 9, you can feel a very faint aura coming off of it. Clearly a magical item. It is clearly a magical item, even to your brain dead existence. You just have literally no idea what possible kind of magic it could possibly be. But I am gonna have you do this for me. Yes. We're gonna do that, and then we're going to...
Said it was a sword, right?
Yes, it's a sword.
Okay.
That's the wrong fucking... God damn it. That's the wrong one. It's the wrong one. You,
Stupid but
and
stealthy,
then we're
absolutely
gonna
correct.
have you do that, and then we're gonna see if that works.
That did work.
Yay! I'm faster. All right, cool. You do feel a twinge in your arm, but yeah, you just ignore it.
Oh well. Okay,
The twinge,
so...
I mean, the sword is
Yeah,
deadly,
yeah, no.
yeah.
So she's gonna, like, violently shove her shovel away. Shove her shovel, yeah.
Okay.
in favor of this sword, it's gonna like... She's dumbfounded. She's gonna like slowly walk up to it and wrap her tiny little grabby hands around it. Her grummy hands. That's face for.
Do you look back at the guy who you're now blatantly stealing his magical sword from?
Nope, she's completely enthralled with the sword.
Alright, cool. You hear a sip sound, but nothing else.
Nothing else. He's just like,
Yeah,
yeah,
you,
okay.
you just hear...
He's totally fine with this?
You're not looking at him, you don't know! All you hear is the sip sound. But you grab the sword, you can very clearly feel a sense of magic flow through you. Roll me a wisdom save again.
Again.
Yeah, sorry, wisdom save, yeah.
Let me move stuff around. I have too much stuff on my screen.
You got this, buddy.
There you go.
Oh, nice. Alright. Yeah, you just feel the magic kind of wash over you slightly. Nothing happens.
I mean, she is the same one who got, like, really invested in... What was that? Like a jar of glitter or something?
I think it was a potion. If I
Oh,
remember
a
correctly.
potion. Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
it's a
I mean,
very
she
it's a
doesn't
very
care.
nice sword. Like the room you can barely see anything in.
I mean, it's a sword. It's horribly shiny,
Yeah.
right?
It's
Like,
a
she doesn't
sword
care
and
what the
sheath
feeling is.
specifically. So the sheath itself, from what you can tell, is of a bright color. Again, you can't really discern colors too well, but you can kind of determine lightest shade and darkest shade. It's a very light color. Obviously going to be very shiny when you're inside of anything with a light source. But you're currently just a really pitch black room with a dude staring at you, so you really can't make out too much of this sword. It's probably long sword size, so probably the sword is about 3 feet and the handle is about half a foot. So quite a bit bigger than you. Your stable will wield it easily like it's a fucking toy. Absolutely, but it is inside of its sheath, and its sheath does have a strap, so you are able to put it on you however you wish to put it on. You hear another sip. It's a very slow, drawn-out sip.
Why is this guy just sitting in the absolute darkness? He doesn't even have, like, candles or anything.
Nah, he's just staring at you.
Sipping in the dark. Alright.
He's drinking out of a mug.
So does this sword sheath, does it have, like, a lock on it? Can she just take the sword out?
It's a sheath. It's just,
Yeah.
it looks like just a normal kind of, it's a metal sheath for certain, but it does look like it's just easy slide out, slide back in.
Okay. Well, she's just gonna put it around, like, the strap. She's gonna, like, put it around her neck, first of all. She doesn't know how to put it on. Would it even go over her head? Hold on. She has the mushroom. Maybe not.
It has a clasp, so you can unclasp it or reclasp it, you know. In case you want to put it around your
wouldn't know
waist or
how to
around your
do
back,
that.
you know. It's a clasp.
She's just gonna hold it, actually. She's gonna drag it around like she does her shovel.
Okay.
What else is in here? Is there anything else? Pots?
There's not a whole lot in here, aside from a couple of tarps. There's a couple of maps. There's the guy sitting there with a very nice oriented mug. There's a lot of just random gold pieces lying on the
Wait,
ground.
Nice oriented mug?
Yes, the mug is very nicely decorated, as what you can assume are jewels embedded inside the mug itself.
Are you gonna steal the mug he's drinking?
With this nice dark vision, she's going to turn and look at this man, give him a nice look over. Not gonna wonder about the whole sipping in the dark thing. She doesn't care. You can do whatever you want. She will notice the mug shining ever so slightly.
He just stares at you and slowly tilts it back and just starts to sip some more.
I want to steal the mug.
Jesus fucking Christ. Alright, how are you going? Give me an explanation on what you're doing exactly, you know?
So she's kind of got her hands full. She grabbed her shovel again, but after looking at this man, she wanders up to him, places her stuff down.
Okay.
And she's gonna climb on the table and try to take it. Like, what? She doesn't really think things through. She just does things.
Let me roll. This is gonna be a. Jesus Christ. Oh my God. Okay. He looks at you, and you like reach for his mug, and his hand is held tightly around it. But as you reach for it, roll me another wisdom check. Not wisdom save, just wisdom check.
This is some hidden god, and she's fucking with her sword and drink.
As you try to take it, like you grab onto the mug, you can tell he's fucking drunk as shit.
No, this poor man.
And every time, like, as you're holding it, he just slowly brings it to his mouth and starts to sip again and brings it down, keeping full eye contact with you, too. Full eye contact here.
Well, eye to mushroom contact, yeah.
You notice the mug start to fill itself up again, and then he just slowly brings it back to his mouth. And he just starts to drink it before slowly moving it down.
Is he okay?
Does he
You are very aware that he is very drunk, but you have no medical knowledge. All you know is that soon you may be able to get him back. And the only way you know how.
She cannot take this mug. Is that what you're saying?
Oh, you're perfectly welcome to. He doesn't even have that strong grip in it. He's just doing the same motion over and over again. He's just staring at you, dead in the eyes, and slowly drinking. And it appears like the mug itself is refilling, so he's probably been drinking like this for a very long while. Especially when he's in the pitch black darkness.
Well, no wonder he's in the dark.
Yeah, you're not entirely sure if he's fully conscious at the moment.
So she's just gonna watch him for a second. You know, he's doing the same motion over and over again.
Yeah.
She's pretty, fascinated, I guess. But she is gonna reach for the mug, like, as he's, like, lowering it.
Uh-huh.
And try to grab it out of his hands. You know, gently at first. She's not a monster. We try to pull it out of his hands. So his grip isn't very tight?
No, once he pulls out of his hands, he just does this.
Ah, he goes back to it. Alright.
Yeah, same motion. He just continues that motion. It's just the raising his hand and lowering it. And waiting a couple seconds, raising his hand, lowering it. And after, I don't know how long you going to continue to stare at him while holding his still filled
when
mug.
his hand is lowered, after she takes the mug, she's gonna set it down for a second. She like put her hand on his hand while it's lowered to see if he'll just stop moving.
Once you do that, it does stop, and he just continues to stare at you in a very just dead-eyed stare, not moving, not twitching, not even. You could barely tell he's breathing at the moment.
For once, she finds someone even worse for wear than she is. She doesn't know how to handle this. I don't know how to handle it.
It's like 1,000-yard stare. You can barely tell he's looking at you. You know, it's just like.
It's like, we need a doctor.
Oh wait.
Mommy, help!
So, she's like on the table in front of him, right?
Oh, yeah,
like probably like on her knees. So she's gonna actually like sit down properly, like a proper lady. And she's gonna take this mug and like look at the contents, swirl it around a little bit, look back up at him, and she's gonna take a drink. Because you said it like refills, right?
Yeah. Let me see that wisdom save, Peppy. Let me see that wisdom save.
Oh no.
Let me see that natural one, baby.
Oh lord. You said save, yeah?
Yeah, wisdom save.
Ah.
Oh my god. Yeah, there we go. As you start to drink it, you feel, am I roboting? Hello?
Oh, a little bit, yeah.
Yeetus deletus, meepadoop. Yap doop doop, yap doop doop, am I good?
It sounds okay. I think it might be because you were like leaning
Fucking
back
yelling,
and
yeah.
forth away from your mic.
Probably. Alright, but yeah, so you take a drink and your entire body at the seams just kind of like reverberates for a second. Like your entire body, it feels as if you just punched a hole in space. In your soul. And that passes.
Oh, and then it's gone.
Yeah, that's gone.
Oh.
And then it just slowly refills again.
Drinks more.
Another wisdom save.
Oh my god. Right?
Yeah, you're really
my
doing
God.
it to yourself now. You feel that
Can't wait to
sensation
die
again,
right
but
here
so
now.
much worse. So much worse. You can feel the mushrooms in your body start to wither and writhe. Inside of you, you can start to feel your body shifting and moving, just like the very essence of what makes up the tendrils of mushrooms inside of you just start to shake and shiver and twitch and twirl. Yeah, you don't feel so good at the moment, but you do feel stronger. You physically feel like you could hurt somebody. You are welcome
I already
to.
felt like I could hurt somebody.
You're welcome to roll perception.
Perception.
No, Rowena specifically.
Oh, Rowena.
Yeah.
I just assume all this is going on while we're having the conversation with the other folks, the back alley folks.
Yeah, I assume you guys are still having some conversation. Fucking Bill is just like capture.
Actually, yeah, like I always forget that my bird exists. He's probably around.
Yeah, your
like...
bird is just kind of standing at the window, staring inside. So Rowena, you see.
That he didn't even see her
Yeah,
kill.
Rowena, you see that the bird is just standing at the window, fucking like standing up almost, as if it's about to try to murder someone. Also, you notice that the little one is gone.
I'll lean over towards Ellie. Where'd the mushroom go? I didn't see where. It's not here anymore.
You mean Serena? Crap?
Let's cut the conversation. Let's cut the conversation and go.
Yeah, we gotta go. Hopefully there's not another body risen. And Ellie will start looking around for her tiny child.
You do, in fact, also see the bird standing there as if he's about to kill someone.
Bird's over
Yeah,
there.
I'm pretty sure the scary crow is a really good sign that that's where she is. So, and crows follow dead bodies.
What's Bill doing? Is Bill still selling us as kidnappers?
At this point, it's fine. We need to go figure out what she's doing first. Because she's a goblin in an unknown area. So
yeah, Bill.
I just want to figure out how to end the conversation because we were having a conversation, right?
Yeah, you were. Yeah, Bill. Bill, what you've been saying to Toothy? Toothy, kind of likes you in terms of like you haven't called her Toothy once.
little girlfriend is not.
She'll kill somebody, don't worry.
Last thing said in the conversation last time.
I could not fucking tell you, but probably, have fun, go find the drug, come back. And Toothy just standing there with a oversized baseball bat, being like, "You're not bad."
I have an idea.
Oh.
I'm going to point at the big hole that seems very, very deep. What's in the hole?
Oh, that's just a. Well, if you go all the way down, you hit the bottom of the slums.
Do we need to go down to the bottom of the slums?
Shouldn't something like this be patched?
No, we don't have the resources for that. Besides, this leads all the way down to the bottom. That's like a 200-foot drop.
Sounds deadly.
I have a
Sometimes.
way down.
She looks at you with concern.
Yeah, let's not go to the hole. We need to go find the drug, and we need to go find Mushrina. That's kind of important.
The mushroom's gone.
Wait,
Yes.
what? Where did she go?
I don't know, but her crow's over there.
Yes. She
And
might have followed the crow.
Points at the crow.
Crow follows her, maybe.
The crow follows her.
Yeah, one way or another.
I mean, it's the same crow from the other night when she destroyed the walls, so
She did what?
Purely accidental.
purely accidental. Everything was fine. Just don't ask how much the bill was.
It doesn't matter how much the bill was. It's not for us to pay.
That is true. That is very true.
Jesus Christ. I don't know what your guys' fucking alignment is, but it's not lawful.
Oh my gosh. And you
It's chaotic.
Oh my gosh. And you consider me the crazy one.
Hey, you doctor, right? Doc.
Yep.
Yes, doc. Bill, think this. The likelihood is whatever we're looking for is going to be at the bottom of the slums. You don't look like you have everything that you had in the place we were in.
Yeah, I left the stuff in my room. I was planning to go pick it back up as soon as we're done here.
That's a quick way to the bottom of the slums.
I thought the inn was at the top of the slum.
I'm sorry. Look, I'm not the brightest in the bunch, but I have a good idea. If we need to get down quickly, because the likelihood is what we're looking for is going to be at the very bottom where no one's going to find it, we go back to the inn, we come back here, I have Featherfall, and we jump down the hole.
Well, how will we find our way back up? We still have a little bit of work we need to do tonight as well.
I have a meeting I need to get to before we jump down any hole.
Well, technically, that meeting's in 17 hours.
I don't think we're getting back up in 17 hours.
We have no idea how big the slums are, especially us as players.
Exactly.
You pointed that out to Bill, and even the player is sitting here like, the look on Bill's face is, the only way I can describe it is processing. He thought it was a really smart idea. Now he's not so sure.
Now,
But still, it's his best bet to get down there safely and quickly.
Safely?
That Featherfall.
Featherfall will prevent you from taking fall damage, so it's technically...
Sure, but I mean,
Ellie has snowball, but
I might have an elixir of flight that could get one of us back up, but I need to wait until tomorrow to make more.
yeah, I don't know if this is a good plan.
It's an offer.
Good
Bill's not-
offer. Good offer.
Mhm.
Let's shelf it. Let's shelf it. I think we know little enough about this place that we're better off saving that trip for a little later down the line.
Okay.
Good idea, though. I do love the initiative that you took, Bill.
Yep.
You see the crow
Very
turn
proud
its
of that.
head, not quite at the same angle that an owl would, but quite a bit, turning its head and just stares at Rowena.
Okay, I'll go over.
The
I'll go
only
over.
one who it's talked to previously.
Yeah, that's true.
You're not
I
wrong.
mean,
You're not wrong.
I mean, to be fair, she's the only one that actually understands Sylvan, or can understand Sylvan, and a means or in a manner of speaking.
That is true. So you run over. You just you look in. Do you have dark vision? I know you have
No, I
dark
have-
vision. You
Mhm.
see literally nothing in here.
Oh no.
I'm not sure what you're seeing, Bird, but I'm not seeing anything.
Is something wrong?
Well, she didn't break it, did she? I forgot.
No, she went through the window. It's completely
Yeah, she just
untouched.
went through it. Okay, yeah.
Windows
You have no night vision at all.
Yeah, you have the complete opposite. I'm not sure if anything's wrong. It's just really dark. I can't tell. And the bird is here. So I assume Miss Serena should be nearby.
Need me to take a look? I apparently can see you decently well in the dark.
You know what? That checks out. Come here.
So you move over there, and with your much more night-oriented eyes, you look in, and you do see Mushruna just staring directly at this disturbing man who's just standing. What the fuck? What the? Huh?
Uh-oh, what did you
Oh,
break?
that's cool. It does a multi-beep thing. Oh, that's cool. I didn't see that
Beep, beep, beep.
before. That is.
I can't do anything.
That's neat. If you click and hold, it does like a.
Oh, ho, ho.
That's cool.
Fuck.
That is way more noticeable.
Just like
Anyways.
poke the head. Just
Yeah.
like poke the head in and just like, Mashruna, who's that?
They're both just staring at each other. She has her hands on this very ornate mug that appears to be halfway to her lips, and she's just staring dead-eyed at this guy who's staring dead-eyed back at her. Her entire
Can
body
she
is
even
just
move?
twitching every now and again. You're still conscious in your own mind. You have no control of your body at the moment.
Okay.
Mashruna,
Is that the mushrooms, do you think? Or is that something we should help her with? Like the shaking.
I don't know what's going on, but I'll just say she looks a little hypnotized. I think. Hey,
Okay,
Finn,
I'm going in!
Can I fit through the
And-
window?
You fucking yeet yourself through the window and hit the ground, and you can kind of sort of see Mushruna at this point. She is just kind of sitting there. Mushruna, roll me another wisdom save real quick. Wisdom save. A wisdom save.
A wisdom save.
Yeah. Nah, you.
Oh my lord.
You do in fact feel very powerful. You physically feel like you have gained muscle. You also are very, very thirsty. You are desperately thirsty. You are on you. It's like if you went into the Sahara Desert without water for a couple days. You are desperate for a fucking drink at the moment.
So in that case, can she drink from the mug some more?
Oh yeah,
Thinking
absolutely.
That it will
yeah.
help.
Yeah. So
Why
you
isn't
bring
this
it back,
working?
You dunk it down your throat again, and roll me one more wisdom save if you would.
Let's go.
GG, we're losing the mushroom tonight!
Oh, no.
All right, a little bit better.
Slightly
You're
better.
gaining feeling in your hands. Your throat is starting to not be as dry anymore. You still have a desperate need to continue drinking out of the mug, but you are now regaining control of your own physical body, which is
Let's
mostly a
go.
desperate need to keep drinking.
But she can move a little bit more than she could now.
Oh yeah. You can now move
Okay.
around.
So how far into the house are Ollie and Ruina?
Well, you're halfway, I think. Yeah, probably right there.
The tiefling went before me, so.
Oh, okay.
I was just asking if I could actually even fit through the window.
Oh yeah, the window is like 4 feet by 3 feet. It's a really... You're pretty sure it's not actually a window. It was just someone took a chunk out of the wall, but it's
see.
usable as a window.
Well, that changes things a little bit, but
Just like stuff that are just like Mushruna, seriously, you're worrying us. You really need to. I should not be the one saying this. You're breaking and entering.
Yeah, so you're able to move. You can feel like this mug is doing good things for you. Making you feel stronger, you know, you sipping the mug is making you feel less thirsty, kind of. So,
but it also feels like a gamble. Yeah.
it feels like it's doing good stuff for you, you know? It feels like a good mug.
So she's gonna actually notice the two now, and like she kind of breaks out of it a little bit. Like looks to them, looks to the mug, looks to them, looks at the guy in front of her.
His eyes are closed now.
Oh, he's sleeping. Okay,
Yeah.
or hopefully. This poor guy.
Found some good drink? Mushroom?
She's gonna kind of wave it around, like, in their direction, like, kind of like showing it off. Like, what? Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Can I actually see it? Have my eyes, like, adjusted
Yeah,
enough to see it?
you're close enough for you to be able to see the mug. It looks like a
Okay.
mug to you. You can't really see any finer details.
It's a fancy mug.
Stumbling around in the dark.
Yeah.
Where did you even get that? What even is that?
It's gonna, like, point at the guy in front of her. Just...
You know, you shouldn't be taking things from random strangers.
It's the slums. It doesn't matter that much.
This seems like how people get poisoned.
That mug looks really nice, though.
I want to take another drink.
Alright, cool.
Just Oliver just visibly winces when she does that.
Yeah.
Do you want me to stop her?
Oh,
I mean, if
Hey,
you're
she
not,
looks
I'm going
fine.
to.
This looks like she's getting a good drink at the moment. Inside of you, Mushruna, you can feel your tentacles writhing once again, but they're a little bit calmer now.
tentacles, you say.
I said, no, did I say tentacles? I meant tendrils.
tentacles.
But
Yes.
yeah, your
I
tendrils.
just call it mycelium. That's
Yeah, your
the root for
mycelium inside of
mushroom.
you, which is, you know, pretty much pumping the blood through your body at this point, is writhing around a little bit, but yeah, you can't. Your intelligence is so low. You have no idea what the fuck's going on. You just think they're having a party. You know, it's
Having a
good
great time.
Yeah. She looks fine.
This is the good shit.
Marina's gonna go back to the window and say, "Hey, she's in here. We found her. She's, I guess, safe. She found something to drink."
Yeah, and I'm a little bit concerned about the source.
And the tiefling is concerned about the source.
He's gonna offer it to
sword.
Molly.
I'm actually going to take the entire glass. I'm going to try and take the glass out of her hand.
I'm not.
I mean, she
Get it.
flat out said she's offering it to me, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, are you just don't give the entire mug to him?
Yeah, she's like, here, try some.
All right, cool.
I'm, of course, not going to drink it. I'm going to smell it.
Aw.
It smells. Honestly, actually, roll me a wisdom save real quick.
Just from the smell? Dear God!
That's a very different thing that has
Where the heck
effect
did that
on.
go? I'm too used to a different system. to a different-
Let's go. Wait, no, let's not. I need the tiefling.
Let's go, baby.
Yeah, it's a normal. Wait, what?
Hmm?
Situation bonus. There shouldn't be any normal. Ah, crap.
All right, cool. It smells like water to you.
Oh.
And by that I mean it has pretty much no smell, and it kind of looks just like water.
What Does it look any different? Does it look like an ordinary? Does it look like ordinary water?
Yeah,
Vicious.
it just looks like she poured some water into it.
What?
There's no water source nearby, but it looks like it just looks like a normal thing of water.
I might be a little bit careful about your sources, but fine. Holds the glass back over to her.
I'm gonna take another drink.
Wisdom save.
Come on. Come on. Little mushroom, we need to get out of here.
No.
Oh goodness gracious!
You walk over to her, and as soon as she takes a drink, it just kind of looks like she kind of like gets sleepy, curls up into a ball, leans into you.
Yep, that's good enough for me. Take the glass out of her hand, put it on the cupboard at the side, look over to me and say, "Thank you for looking after her." Pick her up and start going for the window.
The moment you take it out of her hands, roll me a wisdom save at disadvantage.
At disadvantage? Oh, her.
Okay.
Yeah, roll me a wisdom save at disadvantage if you want.
I just essentially told Ellie and Bill that everything is, or Bill,
Yeah, you did.
that everything is good.
Oh wow! All right, that's an 18. Nice. You feel excessive amounts of rage, but you can choose whether or not you wish to punch him.
Oh no!
Punch or bite?
Either one.
Like-
He basically it's basically as if you tried handing someone something kind of precious to you. He took it, gave it back to you, and then the moment that you started feeling relaxed, he took it away from you and put it away.
I mean, you flat out said it looked like she was falling asleep.
Oh, it did. It 100% did. Yeah. She looked like she was relaxing, was kind of falling asleep. He took out of her
Also, her
hands. And the
shovel and
moment you
sword
did,
are on the floor.
I mean, I'm gonna be snagging your shovel because I have physically seen you with that, but...
Yeah, the moment you did that, there was a just slam of anger that just, like, the moment left her hands, her entire body just riddled with anger, like pure adrenaline shot, of course, of sheer anger running through her. But she's welcome to either hurt you or not.
See, I don't want to hurt him, but I also know she's dumb as fuck and goes off of instinct most of the time.
Yeah, and this
If
affects
not
your
all
instinct.
Play your
So-
character as your character. This is roleplay. I don't care.
So she's gonna fight him.
Alright, cool. Do I even have a bite for you? I don't think I do.
I mean, you could just roll it as if it were a dagger, just 1d4 her physical.
that's
Yeah, what I
true.
did the first time that I bit.
I think you just rolled your great sword, if I remember correctly. Or
Great
shovel.
sword.
Or great shovel.
Excuse
How
It's
was
a
that
plus
stated as?
6 to hit. 1d12. Yeah, so roll me 1d20 plus 6. I think that's
1d20 plus 6.
Yeah. When you can do on the calculator.
Oh crap, that's right. And she's got Fury at the small, so that makes it hurt even more.
Oh yeah, I forgot she has that. You are a tiny bean.
Thank gosh, that's a miss.
There you go.
So you fucking lash out at him, like your entire body. It's like you just went fight or flight, and your body said, "I'm a fucking barbarian. Fuck you." You went barbarian rage as you fucking snapped at him the moment it left your hands. You went from a calm tiny baby to you trying to rip off his fucking hand.
Like a chihuahua.
Yeah.
Whoa, holy... How on earth is Ellie? How on earth is Ellie keeping calm?
Then you immediately grab your mug again.
Is she okay?
Okay, so this is just what happened, right? The tiefling went over to talk with Masrina. I turned around. I told Ellie and Bill that everything was good.
And then you hear a snapping
And then I turned back
sound.
around.
And all you
it
can
is
see,
not good.
all you can see is the tiefling jumping backwards, fucking Moshura grabbing her mug as she falls. She hits the ground, stands up,
No.
and it just looks like anger. Actually, no, you would be a little bit more calm with the mug in your hands. Once
No,
you
I'm
have
fine.
the mug, your anger washes away. You can choose to remain being angry if you wish to.
No, she's fine.
Okay.
Okay, it was good. It's not good anymore.
What on earth was that? Just says, Just staring down at her, both concern and confusion.
Hand on scimitar, I'm gonna go over and say we need to go.
Agreed, but I knew she never particularly had much liking of me specifically, but dear God, that was very random. Are all kids this way?
I think you just have that effect on people. I don't know.
You know, that would explain a few things. He just mutters under his breath.
So, Pocket, you feel better now you have the mug in your possession. And,
You can take it with you.
Yeah,
You feel
she's
much
just
better.
gonna look back, grab her stuff. She notices, did Ellie come over to the window?
Yeah, I'm by the window.
Okay, so with everyone coming in, she's kind of like, okay, I think I'm done here. Grabs her stuff.
Shouldn't we at least give the cup back to him? Sir?
The very thought of leaving this mug, giving it to somebody else, fine. Leaving the mug fills you with vehement rage.
I don't like that I'm near the window now.
Just the sheer thought of that makes you want to kill somebody. The thought of leaving it. So, do with that what you will.
She's gonna hold it, with one arm. How big is the mug?
It's like, those beer mugs? Probably a pint.
A tankard, you mean?
A tankard, yeah.
Yeah, sure.
That's the word I was thinking of. Okay.
Yeah.
So, probably big enough she can hold it, kind of under her arm.
Yeah.
But it's also filled with liquid, so she's careful about it.
As you, tip it, point under, the liquid never passes the lip of the mug.
Okay, easy enough. She grabs her shovel and, with the same hand, the strap of the sword, and starts dragging it towards the window to
Oh my
leave.
goodness.
Not the door, the window.
Wait,
Do
where
you
did
need
you
the
get that
little one?
Where did you get that
Throw it out with everything.
Question.
It was just the comments that he just makes as he just walks past, just oh my gosh,
I don't know.
just into his face.
Sin, question. Can I see if these weapons, is it clear that they're enchanted, or am I able to,
Oh,
insight?
100%. Anyone who has anything in Arcane, yeah, you can tell. If you have Arcane proficient...
Negative. No, I'm
I
not.
don't.
I'm just
Yeah.
wanting to see.
Actually, I think
have a plus
Mushroom is the only
roll.
one with Arcane, actually. Are you proficient in Arcane, Ollie?
I am not proficient, but I have +4 to the roll.
Yeah,
I just
unfortunately,
asked for-
proficiency gives you it. None of you can tell these things are magical. No, it just looks like a very nice oriented sword and a very nice mug with a couple jewels in it.
I was able
The
to feel all
fact
the
that the
magic,
water's
though.
not spilling kind of makes you think it might be magical.
I mean,
Yeah.
Can I investigate it to see? Try to find out.
With your
Ollie's still
intelligence?
Oliver's
I
still
have
trying-
double proficiency in investigation, so remember?
You do, that's right,
Ooh.
yeah.
Get
Feel
it.
free, roll me investigation. What exactly are you trying to find out? What about would make you think it's magical, aside from it not leaking water?
It did not, the advanced aggression, not
yeah,
leaking,
yeah.
and the constant sipping. Bill's been watching from the window. He's been holding onto the window on a box or something, or maybe just Ellie put him on the window and he just been sitting there staring at this.
Yeah, feel free to roll me investigation, yeah. Jesus Christ. Yeah, you're fairly certain that mug is not good, but if you try to take that mug from her, she may actually rip off your
Oh,
arm.
why would I take the mug from her?
Just say,
Why
yeah,
not?
it's
She found it.
It appears to be a very magical mug that possibly
no.
also leads to incredible aggression and or a brain
No,
dead
why
state.
would I take? Why would I
You
take
have
the mug when I
dispel
can just
magic.
dispel?
Oh my god.
As Bill looks at the mug, looks at everything, just happens, and you see Bill just take up his hand and just snap.
Cool.
As you hear him chant something, and
Roll me your spellcasting ability DC 15.
how do I do that?
What's
I don't-
your spellcasting? It's wisdom, probably.
I don't remember.
If you go to
Mark,
spellbook, you see. Oh, it's charisma. So roll me your charisma check. DC 15. You certainly snap.
Oh, crud.
I could do that as well, Bill.
Why isn't this working?
Wait, is that
Is
just some
everything okay?
sort of spell? What are you doing?
What are you saying, Ellie?
Is everything okay in there? Why is everyone snapping?
You just see like Bill grab his head and start like shaking his feathers. Well, I did what I could. By the way, don't touch the mug, it's enchanted.
Now it tells me.
I love the fact that you use Dispel Magic and it's just the monk is just like, nah, fuck you.
To be fair, I wasn't close enough to tell. Anyway,
Yeah.
let's go. She probably won't let go of the mug now. Good luck!
Just like looks over
My
at,
mug.
just like looks over at the man at the side. She's like, "Sir, do you know what to do about this? Why did you give this to her?"
You can see that his eyes are closed and he's his breathing is obscenely shallow.
Sir, just like calls up with a sir.
You're welcome to roll. Was it medicine? Is that what it's called in this one?
It is medicine.
That would be for checking his medical condition. Yeah,
Yeah. So if you want to check his medical condition, you're welcome to roll medicine.
seems like a better instance for investigation, but sure, I'll do that.
Either one works.
I have better rolls for investigation. Let's
There
do
you
that.
go. Whew, that was almost a
24.
3. So as you're like looking over him, his breathing is very shallow. Doesn't look like he's conscious in any way, shape, or form. You're not entirely sure how long he's been here, but probably a long period of time based on the smell of the room itself, and also the fact that everything around him is covered in a thick layer of dust. Does not look like he has moved from this position for probably 4 days.
Mm.
Sir, snaps in his face a couple times.
He's out.
What's
You're,
that?
you're fairly certain he has a foot in the grave at the moment. You're fairly certain he's in a coma.
All right, guess we're gonna do it this way. Hey, then just like plugs the I'm just going to put the perfume bottle head on a clear vial and pull on the mask. I'm going to cast. Crap! It's not letting me do it. I'm going to cast Lesser Restoration on him.
Oh, nice.
I'm just gonna douse him with a status or mild status curing
Nice. As you
potion.
do so, you do see his like eyes flutter open, his breathing starts to like change a little bit, and he looks at you and he's like,
Sir, what happened? How long have you been here?
I don't know. I'm so thirsty.
Alright, I'm on it. I'm just gonna hold out my water skin to him.
he's gonna drink it, and then continue drinking. Then continue drinking. He's fucking downing the thing. He's downing it like hardcore. It like water's kind of rushing down his face. Like he is drinking as much as he physically can. And he's like,
Oh, goodness.
need more. So thirsty.
How long have you been sitting there?
I'll walk over and hand him mine.
He starts to drink that. You can kind of see like his stomach like starting to expand a little bit from the sheer quantity of water. And he finishes your one. Mind you, these are how big are the water skins? I think they're quite.
Double check. I think they're like 3 quarts or something like that. There's a lot of water that can go
4
into these
pints
things.
of
4
liquid.
pints. Okay.
Oh, fine. 4 pints. Okay.
Yeah, he downs 8 pints of liquid in under probably 45 seconds.
That's not
You
good.
just down 2 quarts.
Can he not explode, please?
And it's just like, I need my mug.
What even is going on here? Something's telling.
It stops my thirst. I need my mug.
Something about this is telling me that thing is now cursed.
This is less than good. This is not what we need. Let me tell you.
You can tell his health is fading rapidly, but he's still up. It does not look like he's had pretty much any food at all for the 4 days he's been here, and it looks like he's like his entire like body is just kind of like almost shriveled now that you're getting a better look at him, and with how fast he's hyperventilating, you cannot imagine it's a good strain on his heart.
Not so much for lesser restoration, making a real end to this.
He doesn't have anything blue, right?
Nope.
Okay.
He looks as if you took someone into the desert and didn't feed or water them for like a week.
Okay.
Yeah, he's like he like moves one hand up and like grabs like Ollie's like shirt kind of and like pulls him down to his level. Surprisingly strong. He like looks on. He's like, kill me.
I can do that. She'll draw her skin car.
Just like staring at him. Excuse me.
Kill me.
What is going on?
In so much pain.
I have a quick question before I, off you. Where did you get the mug? Did you just find it? I can't hear anything.
In the bottom. Oh, you can't hear me? Hello?
No. Hey, I can.
Oh, you can now? Hello?
Yeah, try again now.
Okay. In the bottom.
Okay, now you're cutting out again.
Yeah, fortunately.
Every time you throw your head towards your mic, it just cuts out. What the heck?
In the bottom.
In front of the thing.
Fucking damn you, Discord. Fucking hear me, you son of a bitch. In the bottom is what you say.
In the bottom. Why did you go to the bottom?
I have to think, huh? His eyes are like kind of wavering at the moment, like his body is kind of shaking from the sheer force that it's still exhibiting on Oliver, like pulling him down towards his face, and he's just like, medicine.
What kind of medicine will help with this?
There's a doctor. He knows how to heal.
Yes, I am a doctor as well. I know how to mend wounds, but I don't know how to deal with your current condition if you won't be more specific.
I think you're just, end it for him.
Oh, so much pain.
Just a coup de grace. End it.
He does look like he's in a tremendous quantity of pain. He looks like he is like fucking, like his body is just dying. He looks like he's in so much pain.
Do you have any more questions? Because I honestly don't want him to suffer.
I'm happy to throw him a health potion and see how well that works for him, but I'm considering I'm a bit low on otherwise medicine, but not really otherwise.
Why don't we save the potions for us, and maybe should I give him a good berry?
I mean, you can try it. I know. Oh no.
Yeah, I'll try it. Why not? I will cast good berry.
Okay.
And give him one.
Cool. He takes a good berry and like he fucking ravishes this berry as you like hold out your hand, because like his other hand fucking drops off of Ollie. The sheer force that he had just fucking dies, and like he like slaps his head on your hand and just starts chomping at it. Then he presses
I mean,
his head.
I think I get 10 of them, so
Yeah,
he just goes for it.
Yeah, he fucking goes
Beast.
for it.
Okay.
Each
So you
berry
want to make
restores
10, you're welcome to.
each berry heals exactly 1 HP, and they all supply as much sustenance as a full day of rations.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So like he presses his head against the back thing. You see him a little bit better now, but you can still hear the raggedy of his throat as he's like.
I don't.
Thirsty. But he now doesn't seem like he's in quite as critical condition, nor is he looking as in pain. He just apparently is obscenely thirsty.
I can still end him. It's still on the table. I'm just letting you know.
Why on earth did I already use the chemical jar for Alcahast? Would have been the perfect time to make 8 gallons of water.
I don't think so. I don't think he needs more. Like, just look at his belly. He's had enough.
What he probably needs right now is some salt to absorb that stuff.
I can try to heal him, maybe.
I could as well, but I think a bit something like this might help. I'm going to hand him one of my trail rations, specifically a piece of jerky, considering those are
nice.
usually really high in salt.
He's done once again just kind of slap his head. His arms don't look like they have much strength to them at the moment. Well, his right arm kind of does, but the rest of his body looks like almost aged. As he kind of slaps his head down, like starts a little bit slower chomping on the jerky, and then rests his head against the wall again. He doesn't seem to be able to speak at the moment, as he's just kind of wheezing a little bit from his throat.
It's a slow process, but hopefully it's at least a step that'll give you a hand here.
So does he need water or healing then? Did we get everything we need to know from him? Can we continue on? What's going on?
Let's be real, I don't even think Sid intended for us to come in here.
Oh,
I
not
think
at
he
all.
even said that.
So, like, as you guys do it, as you guys asking, he's like, my name is Rockfelt.
What happened here?
Honestly.
While ago, lost track of time. I found a mug. It made me thirsty, but felt so good to drink. I came back up, sat down to drink. Didn't stop. Too thirsty. Then woke up to you. So thirsty.
Well, not much figured out. Sounds like whatever that mug was probably very likely cursed.
Well, then.
That's what Bill basically said, that it was enchanted, so...
I guess you'll just have to help Miss Serena, and we can leave this guy, or I can kill him. I mean, that's always an option.
For the love of God, he's currently under the effects of a curse, it seems.
Okay. I just don't want you to be distracted. I need you to focus on,
It's
the
just
disease.
like curse. Oh, the way to fix that is death.
Exactly. I can totally cure it in one way.
What you need is a cleric, sir. And we'll need that both to get you back to a completely normal condition, and to get rid of that thing. Points at the cup in Mashrina's hands.
She's just nursing that thing. Well, maybe not actively sipping from it, cradling it.
Yeah.
You can always have Bill snap at it again.
Oddly enough, Mashrina, you aren't currently feeling thirsty.
She's fine. Just doesn't want to let it go.
Yeah. It makes you passionately angry.
Are we leaving or are we staying? I'm getting weird looks from the big nosed lady and the really, really tall lady.
Alright, I'm coming.
We should get going.
Come on. And we shouldn't be bothering the nice man any longer. Reaches down towards Mashruna again.
With her sword and the
You
Candy
try to
mug
pick
thing.
her up, or...
Yeah, I'm trying to pick her up.
Alright, yeah.
I mean, as long as you're not going for the cup, she doesn't care.
Let's be real. He kind of already saw what happened when he tried to do the cup.
Yeah. But yeah, she just willingly gets picked up by you. It's just like, yeah, cool, alright. Just keep my mug to me.
Wait, is
And
the
her
person
sword.
we've been talking to a human this whole time?
Oh yeah, he's human.
Okay. Okay.
Something tells me you are making a bit of a thief of yourself. Really
Just
should.
smiles.
And at the very least, return the man's sword.
And she's gonna stop smiling.
Come on, that's not yours.
She's gonna because she's holding it by the strap, so she's gonna bring it up as carefully as possible, not to whack anybody, including herself, mostly herself, and hold it against her with the cup and her shovel.
You're really gonna get me. You're really gonna get me in trouble later on, aren't you?
And she smiles again.
I swear, or if I wind up getting shot for this, starts carrying her out.
Marigold has already left it by this point in time. Dick is just kind of standing there, almost like a guard, just kind of nodding and watching. Toothy's, you don't really know what she's doing. She's just kind of sitting there, staring at the ground.
I'll clamber back out the window hole in the wall.
Nice.
You seem good at going through windows.
Or we
Thank you.
all left, yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to be carrying her the entire way back to the inn if that's what I have to do.
As it gently walks through the window. Bill's just staring at everyone like, huh.
And I could try snapping again. But if I'm not casting a spell, all snapping will do is make a noise.
Oh,
I don't know what you're trying to do back there with the cup, but if it's meant to try and negate whatever this is, I encourage you to keep trying.
yes.
I mean, I could try again. The problem is I only have one more attempt today.
Do you think it's likely to be a permanent threat?
I don't know. It's a cup that she's aggressive when you try to take it, and she's constantly drinking. The likelihood is she got it from the guy that was sitting in the corner in there. So probably it's a danger. Probably not immediate, though.
Yeah, and in a couple of days, I'm going to be going back to that guy. I had to dump it now. And now chemical jars worth of water on him. Because Lord knows he's going to need a few barrels.
Jesus
Probably.
Christ.
Man.
I mean, I could try it again.
I
Let's see
think
what
you should
happens.
wait until the end of the day.
Yeah,
you know-
it'll be fine.
Okay.
To be fair, I do believe he does have second level slots as well, so we can upcast.
Hey, there we go.
Oh, let's
So-
get rid of that pesky mug.
So as you do that, the water does spill onto Mashruna, somewhere at least, and then you can she can feel. Roll me a wisdom saving throw real quick, Mashruna.
Wisdom saving.
Mushroom about to snap.
Nat 20.
Damn,
Oh, wow.
son. So you do feel the water splash on you, and you do feel kind of more calm. You also vaguely want to eat the cup, but it's fine.
I was thinking about eating it earlier. What if
Yeah.
I try to eat this?
So it does wash over you. You no longer feel angry by wanting to take away the cup. Though now you can't drink out of it, and that's starting to play around with your mind a little bit. But you seem fine. Yeah, honestly, in your mind, you seem perfectly fine.
So she's gonna look at it kind of confused now that she's
It's a
wet,
pretty cup.
but she wasn't before.
Mhm.
But yeah, it's also just a pretty cup. But also, you mentioned trying to eat it, so she's gonna try to take a bite out of it.
Roll me a Constitution save.
That's more like the mushroom than I remember.
Oh my god.
Oh my god!
Still, I don't know what the heck you just did, but whatever it is, I want you to teach me that later.
You fucking you look at this. All of you guys are staring at her as she gets splashed with water. You can hear the water splash onto her, and all of you guys are staring as her eyes just kind of like split apart for a second, kind of go like wibbly wobbly a little bit.
You can't even see her eyes though. Hold on.
Oh, can you not?
No, it's
No.
her hair and the mushroom covers them.
All right. You see her kind of like wiggle around a little bit, her head like kind of moving side to side a little bit, and then her entire existence focuses on this fucking mug. Her entire being focuses on this mug, and she just takes a chomp out of the son of a bitch. Her teeth just fucking... You hear a sound akin to as if you took a pickaxe to a fucking boulder and split the boulder. Her teeth chomp into it, rip it off, and you hear the most painful sounding crunches of all time as she's just chewing through this fucking mug. Are you gonna go through the entire mug?
No, she's just taking a chomp out of it.
Yeah, it's a shockingly tasty mug. This thing is fucking amazingly tasty. This thing,
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10.
Chef kiss.
Her mouth is a weapon.
Well, that's unnerving. Glad I
Yeah.
don't. Dad.
Didn't she try to bite you?
You
Just slowly hear.
You know, maybe dispel magic right now was a good idea.
Maybe.
You live and learn.
I don't know what that spell is, but I have to ask, can you teach me that later?
Dispel magic, and I can try.
I would love to find a concoction to mimic that.
Holy water,
All
maybe?
better.
Yeah, so you're fairly confident the mug is no longer
A problem.
a problem with you. Yeah. Roll me a wisdom saving throw real quick.
Oh my god.
Everyone wisdom save right now.
Just sorry.
Hello?
Should we not get rid of the mug?
Yeah, you're fairly confident this mug is not affecting you in any way, shape, or form.
Easy game.
Yeah, nothing's wrong with you. Yeah. There's nothing you can tell that is wrong with you. Though that you really want to continue eating this mug, to be honest.
But it's also really pretty.
It is really pretty. You have to fight yourself
Guaranteed
on
the
this
gems.
one. Yeah.
Smell
Actually,
those.
It's very tasty. Like, this thing is a fucking scrumptious 5-star meal to you right now.
so actually, if there's like gems lodged in it,
There they are, yeah. Adding a very
Wait.
nice crunch every now and again.
Wait, there's
He is
actually
eating the gems.
Oh, yeah,
goodness.
there's like a ruby and emerald in there, you know?
crap.
They're not
we could
entirely
actually-
certain if these are like proper ones, but they're very, very similar at least.
so she's actually. Let's
Going
say.
up in value.
Uh-huh.
She was already priceless to me.
Oh my god.
She's gonna like take some more bites out of it, but like
Spit out
spit
the
out the gems.
Oh my
Chomp! And just it is legitimately painful for you guys to listen to her crunching this thing. You have no idea what this mug is made out of, but it has to be more solid than concrete. More solid than solid stone, because, oh my god, those
This is
sounds.
a powerful tankard.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's ripping it just like every now and then, just as she's just like shooting gems into her hand and gripping it and just chomp, chomp.
Like watermelon seeds.
You know,
Yeah.
this is I've never had the desire to try and practice being a dentist, but at this point, I think she could use one right now.
And she's
Yeah.
gonna give the biggest smile. And, she has a missing tooth.
There's a a mug shard just lodged in there. You see her tongue just kind of flicking it. Just like,
Actually, I have a memory of seeing her original artwork. That crushed or that broken tooth was like something that happened before she even met us, if memory serves.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So she didn't break a tooth on this.
Yeah,
she
the
just
mug
already had a
piece
missing
is
tooth.
just sitting in that gap, and she's just like flicking her tongue against it, just like, yummy.
Question:
Delicious.
What do you think is likely to be the least dangerous way to feed her some healing ichor?
Fucking
The
2-foot
least
rod.
dangerous way to...
Just a heal. I don't know what I want to refer to as the general healing concoction that is not a healing potion, considering that is technically my flavoring for how I've
it's
been
Ichor or
using
something. That's
Cure
so,
Wounds.
yeah.
I shouldn't use Ichor because that implies blood,
No,
considering
it's
Ichor is... I mean, Ichor is literally the term for blood of the gods, or specifically blood of spiders.
True.
That does neither fit here. Neither of those terms fit here.
Distilled water.
I mean, if it looks at all like, I don't know, mesmerizing, she'll just take it.
No.
I mean, give it to her.
She looks
herself.
perfectly fine. Like, chewing this fucking mug, it looks as if you're eating some slightly stale bread.
Just
you
a
know?
He eats
snack.
bones.
I mean, I guess if she's intending to down the entire thing, I'm probably best off waiting to give her the medicine until she's finished with this.
I'm sure she's fine.
He would facepalm if both of his hands were not occupied with a goblin.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you're holding her, aren't you? Yeah, this is
Yeah.
an
I've literally
exceedingly
tried to-
unpleasant sound.
I'm literally
He's got
trying to
front row
cradle.
seats.
I'm literally trying to cradle her like a baby.
Yeah, imagine if you took like a chainsaw and you shoved it into a pile of rocks. That's kind of what it sounds like.
Delicious.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, again, it is very unpleasant to listen to. She looks like she's having the time of her fucking life. Like, she is just enjoying life right now, and it looks like she's chomping slightly stale bread. To you guys, it's like rocks in a blender.
Fucking tasty. She's gonna put like the access gems in like a separate bag. So she's got like her bag of bones and then like a little like pouch full of just stuff.
I just jump, shiny.
Yeah.
How did my life get to this position?
Jesus Christ. Alright, yeah, so,
So
while
anyway.
she's chomping and chewing, y'all gonna head back to the tavern.
Yep.
Yeah.
Need to gather my notes and to get a little bit more progress in on that experimentation process.
Nice.
I'm gonna stay
And-
towards the back.
Okay.
Yeah, we need to gather up information about the circuit too.
Mm-hmm.
There you guys are. Regular crew are still back here, ignoring, alright, finally, Mushruna finished her mug. So,
Tasty treat.
yeah, her tasty treat is now finished. I'm assuming you're going to your room, which will be up there, because this is a weird tavern.
Yeah.
Are you taking Mushruna with you, or are you dumping her with the girls?
I'm probably the moment she finishes the cup, I'm probably just going to try and feed her the red potion.
Mm-hmm.
Or red medicine, I guess it would be better to put it, because,
Yeah.
again, not really a potion.
Mm-hmm.
So, then, I cast Cure Wounds.
Oh, nice.
Ta-da.
You're afraid her
Hey.
insides are dying?
So, probably would hold up a red vial towards you, uncork it, and slowly start tipping it towards your mouth.
It's a
Way
nice,
above it,
shiny
but still.
liquid.
The only
Yeah,
question-
she's fine with this. In fact, she's gonna try to take the vial with her teeth, but you know.
I mean, that's part of the reason I'm assuming I'm holding it outside of your reach.
Right,
Gonna
yeah.
chomp a few times at it, but you know what works
It's like
works.
a dog.
Yeah,
I'd
she's
wager,
literally a chihuahua.
I'd wager it probably tastes like herbal tea, meaning not a bit like something exorbitantly much, and probably he doesn't taste exorbitantly good, but probably also doesn't taste bad.
I don't think she cares what anything tastes like, to be honest.
I mean,
Like, hey,
Does it crunch? Okay.
exactly.
It's such a, it kind of hits your mouth, and you're just like,
Yeah,
I was a liquid.
I mean,
refreshing.
I'd wager probably he is like I don't know. I'd wager it's probably a bit thicker than juice though.
Some thick juice. There you go.
Yeah, that's probably, ideal for her.
Yeah.
She's probably eaten like a small creature before,
Yeah.
probably similar to blood.
Let's be real. Goblins probably have.
Probably. But yeah,
All right. Putting away the partially used vial. Hold back on his belt sash as he slowly puts it back on the ground.
Mhm.
Please be careful. I'll pass. Quick pat on the back. I need to get to work. Starts making his way over to his room.
Did they, since the last time we were in the tavern, fix the second shovel?
They haven't fixed the second shovel line yet, but they fixed the first one.
So she's gonna make a third.
Jeez.
Oh my gosh. Someone
Wait,
spell mending.
What was
So
that?
what was that, Ellie?
whose bill is it gonna be on?
Whose bill do you
damage.
think is going on?
I don't want to know.
That's on Jackson's.
Man.
We not.
Anyway, so is there some sort of roll I would need to make for the medicine research?
Feel free to make me a single medicine check, and depending on that, we'll look into that later.
Just like a high means it's progressing smoothly, and low means it's progressing slowly.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
That'll work.
Not bad.
It's progressing pretty well.
Hey.
Yeah. All right. So, Ellie, as your full group walks in, Tommy looks at you guys, and as Oliver puts down Mashruna and walks off, he gives a very deep sigh as you hear.
No. No. No.
Wait,
What
I
can
did
I
not
do you
catch
for?
that. Oh. Oh, and you actually do have a small list of potential drinking possibilities as well if anyone actually does order alcohol now.
Yeah. Yeah, he's just like, what can I do you for? Why are you back here?
Why are you back?
How dare you come back into my tavern? Want to buy something to drink while you're here?
Well, we need to find out some information about a doctor.
He looks where Oliver went.
The other doctor. A different doctor.
We don't have a whole lot of those around here. The only one I can think of you talking about is Dr. Mortis.
That might be him.
Why do
Do
you
you
need
have
him?
any information on him? He could be connected to the drug we're trying to find information about.
Are you telling me you're looking for the circuit drug? How old are you people? You're not old enough to get into this shithole of Hellfest.
It's just for information-wise, not actual use.
Uh-huh.
So, could you tell us about it? And I'll try to get our mushroom to not make more damage, please?
This is an information central, lady. We give information, we get information. I'm giving you a lot of information already, and you currently work for an organization of which I do not have particularly high ties to. One that I'm not particularly fond of, and any information I give you leads back to them. Why would I give you information for free that I don't particularly care about?
Because I knew you wouldn't. So what is the payment you would take for the information? I could potentially pay off Jackson's debt.
Do you
Would
have
that
4
be enough?
platinum on you? 40 gold.
I have 1 platinum and a half.
You only have 15 gold on you? I thought you had more than that.
I only have 60.
You have 60 gold. You have 6 platinum.
Let's be real, we haven't really had that many visible opportunities to get money, so...
Mm-hmm. So effectively, he's asking you for 40 gold.
So yeah, I could pay it off. But I want all information possible about the circuit drug, about the doctor, and possibly if you know about the disease.
Show me the
Unless that's
platinum.
happening.
And get your damn... He looks at Mashruna. Goblin, I hesitate to say. Just stop wrecking my damn floors.
He's gonna smile at him.
Fair enough. That's fine. I just hope after this point Jackson doesn't come back and make more debt. So.
If he does, you're paying it, sounds like.
Yeah.
So you put down 40
because he won't
gold?
pay for himself. Yes.
Alright.
I'll put down the 40 gold.
He, like, takes the bag and then methodically checks every single piece of gold that you give him.
That's gonna hurt.
By the way, just so you're aware, most villagers make 1 gold every couple of years. 4 platinum means that Jackson either drank more than you think he was physically capable in that timeline, or he did something really fucked up that he really needed to pay off.
You should have just said you'd pay half.
Anyways, checks all that. Huh?
I've worked with bartenders before. I wouldn't have gotten the information I wanted.
Right about that. He puts away the bag of gold and he kind of leans on the table. Do you want information about the circuit? Do you want information about the crack at it fucking doctor? Or do you want on the disease first?
Well, Rowena, what do we need to know first? Do we have time to find out about the doctor and the circuit? Both are probably related.
I definitely would like more information on the disease.
At the moment?
Yes.
Alright.
Okay, we can...
If we have time, it'd be good to get some information about the drug as well, circuit, so we can, finish our mission.
He nods. The disease, I don't know what people call it nowadays. It's been around for, I want to say a couple of months now, something like that. We down here tend to call it something along the lines of switches back and forth. But call it similar to the bomb. Because if you get it, you become one. It's a matter of time, of course. When you first get the disease, you don't actually know if you have it. It takes probably about a week, I would say, maybe 2, for you to really get the symptoms. But effectively, some part of you starts glowing blue, specifically your veins. Fluorescent blue of sorts. It's particularly dangerous. It travels by blood. And I've not seen anyone survive it yet. Although, the disease itself, the incubation period is odd, shall we say. I've had a lot of different sources tell me a lot of different things, so from what I can piece together, it's either 6 months, or it's when something unexpected happens. I've seen people blow up within a week. Seen people blow up within 3 days of the blue thing covering them. The best thing I can figure is that they take a lot of drugs. No one really knows what drugs are affecting this cycle, but we're certain it's a drug. You ain't gonna find many people around here who aren't ingesting some shitload of horse manure drug shit that's filling their veins. And if you have a disease running through you, and you pump it full of dragon fire, well, you're not going to survive very long regardless of if you blow up or if you fall down dead. So I assume that this new circuit bullshit coming around making people invigorate themselves, and then they blow up because their bodies just cannot handle the sheer quantity of this drug passing through them. It's the best I can figure. The disease itself is dangerous. It will kill you. That is a guarantee, and no one has found out a source yet. The most consistent non-drug related deaths from the disease are 6 months, and they don't blow up. Oddly enough. I've seen 4 people have it. 4. They were all in contact with one another by the time they all died. It's always within 6 months. Sometimes it's 5.5. But it's between then and there. The drug, or a drug, I would say, is absolutely speeding up. But no one knows if it's circuit, or if it's one of the 27 other ones that they're pumping inside them at the same time. As you can imagine, if one's taking circuit, they're probably taking 12 others. So no one really has a point laid out, except for one man. Well, I call him man. No one's really sure when he got down there. No one's really sure who he is. His name's Rigor Mortis. Took out this name considering the fact that he is a doctor. And he takes care of dead people. And sometimes they don't stay dead. Most of the time they do. He specializes in disease, as you can imagine. Hence his name. No one's really sure if that's his actual name or if that's just a name he decided to take. But it is the name they refer to him as. He lives at the very bottom of the slums. He believes that's where you'll find the most degenerate, the most disease-ridden, the most absolute foul-minded, assholic slobs of this fucking country. Down there, rotting in hell. And you know what? He's right. Down there are no rules. There are no regulations. It is kill or be killed. You sleep with one eye open or you don't sleep at all. Up here, we have some sense of formality. You start a bar fight in my goddamn bar, I will put you through the wall and I'll make you pay for it. Down there, you start a bar fight, someone ends up dead. More accurately, all of the people end up dead. But generally speaking, someone ends up dead. For some ungodly reason. Raker finds this to be a nice playhouse. The drug itself, I have exceptionally little information on. All we know is that no one here made it. Every single drug down here is color-coded. Violet. Ambrosia is a fun one. It's kind of a golden color style. Makes everyone feel happy and go lucky, and then their throat constricts, and then they die. But before that, they feel overwhelming joy. Every single drug is color-coded. Every single drug can work with a different drug. They do this on purpose, because those who are on the drugs want more. So if the drugs conflicted with one another, that would mean someone's losing out. And let me tell you, big bosses who run this place, they don't want that. But the circuit doesn't hold a color-coding name. It conflicts with several different drugs. And not a single person has said that they own it. That's like if you had a monopoly on several properties of land, and they were all big areas, they were all big spenders, and every person there said, I'm not touching that. It's weird, and I don't like it. It means it was fed in from somewhere else. Which makes me think it's the feds upstairs, but no. Even they won't confess to it. They know just how many have come down here and have sold their secrets for one reason or another. We have several truth serums to make them do that. It's actually mixed with several of my drinks, just in case. But sometimes they get too used to it. And so you have to break their hand. And then they get used to that, so you have to break their kneecap. Then they get used to that. But the drug? Nah. I only have to use my truth serum on it. They say they don't have it. They say it's not theirs. And not a single one have lied. And that's the scariest part. Is that no one knows why this drug exists. Aside from the fact that it kills every single person who uses it. But only after a long enough period of time, so you have to get addicted to it, just like every other drug. And we don't know how long it takes to kill people. We don't know anything about this drug. We don't even know how it's made. So if you're looking for this drug, best of luck. Don't ever take it.
Duly noted. Thank you.
Serena's gonna be like chewing on the counter. She only started like
Oh no.
close to the end of that. She just lost focus trying to listen to what this man was saying. Starts chewing on the counter. I just pulled a cat, like a chihuahua and a cat.
I mean,
Like,
in her defense,
slowly looks down at you.
I'm honestly kind of impressed she made it through that much of the
Honestly,
conversation.
yeah.
See? Yeah.
Good job.
It kind of like
Progress.
slowly looks down at you and then looks back up at Ellie.
She's not
Yeah.
chewing the counter off. She's just kind of gnawing on it.
Nervous. It was an intense conversation. Yeah. Musharina, let's not chew the counter, please.
She's gonna
Let's
freeze
not-
with her teeth around the counter still.
Let's leave the nice man alone. I still need to find out what Jackson did to make such a debt. I don't need it.
She's gonna slowly pull away from the counter and just sit back down on the stool.
You, Mushrina,
you.
because of your ridiculously high passive perception, you do notice that his eyes wander over your sword for a minute, and then they wander back over to Ellie.
So she's gonna pull the sword closer to her.
Fair.
So you have no idea where to even kind of start looking for Circuit.
If you want to know more about Circuit, go visit Rigger. He knows more about the damn disease of every single bloody son of a bitch that's down there and everything that affects them than anyone up here. If the Circuit is going to be that troublesome, he'll know something about it. And if he doesn't know something about it, well, we're all damned anyways, so who knows?
Well, thank you for the information.
Yep. I'll try to make sure no more damage happens to your lovely tavern. Last thing I want is that debt to go any higher. Could you give me an idea why it's so high, other than damage? That was caused by Musharina.
He worked with the
What did Jackson
Resistance.
do?
We did a lot of things together. He owes me a lot.
Okay. That's it? Again?
Are you a part of the Resistance?
Actually, technically not yet.
Nah, I can't tell you anything.
Ellie just huffs and gets up.
Yeah, he has a stone cold face, just like, uh-huh.
So we're done.
Three's just gonna follow where Ellie's going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So at this point in time, you're able to go down into the depths of hell, as Bill obviously has now enabled you all to be able to do.
True.
However, to do that, it will likely take more than a lot of time that you have. Therefore, you'll have downtime at the moment before Rumi has to be your dad. Bill, while they were discussing the fun stuffs about the deadly disease of hell, what have you been doing?
He's just been chilled out.
Just chilling?
Kind of looking around the bar, seeing who's there, who's not.
The dwarf is still there. Still drinking.
Oh my goodness.
My lord.
Fight the dwarf.
Seems like a regular. The orc is not.
Wait, the orc is not a regular?
He doesn't appear to be in the building at the moment, so. Yep. Only the dwarf. It's a very empty bar at the moment.
Gotcha.
Right. Yeah,
Well,
so
I'm
you
gonna go
guys
see
have a
what
little
Oliver's
bit.
doing.
What's that?
Let's see what he's doing.
Teach him the snap.
You want to see what the dwarf is doing?
Nah. If the dwarf is just drinking, Bill has no interest unless he's trying to steal something from him, which currently he is not.
Fair enough. Now you want to see Oliver. Hey, hello, Oliver. He appears to be doing some pretty intense calculations and distilling and whatever other alchemical confuckery that alchemists do.
I mean, honestly, theoretically, when he stepped in, he'd probably see a series of vials all lined up with undisclosed and probably and potentially dangerous concoctions mixed inside, all on some sort of, I want to call it a balancer, but that doesn't. But I'm certain that doesn't. But I'm certain that's not the term that they really use for those.
One of those
Essentially,
vial
things
holders?
are hold vial holes up so that the hole is always pointed upward. In addition to that, he sees a bowl on the counter with a lavender-colored fluid inside, and notes are strewn all over the tables.
Okay.
I have no idea what any of this does.
Careful with the vials. Part of those most of those contain a primal element mixed with the, I'll just say, the distilled elemental makeup of the infection. Can't say I know how safe it is to touch it right now, and especially do not touch that bowl. That's a pretty dangerous acid.
Oh, can you say that again? My internet did a thing.
And especially, please be careful of that bowl right there. The lavender fluid's a special type of acid that I've been working with. And let me just put it this way. Fingers are really difficult to recreate through alchemy.
Only difficult, then, not impossible.
I don't want to lose the fingers I have. I only have 4.
Yeah, I cannot blame you there. That
and
one,
I kind of need those.
again, cannot blame you there either. Sorry, that specific. The only real reason I have it is it reduces objects down to its elemental components rather than just liquidizing it. If that makes any sense.
You're turning it back to, like, fire, water, stuff like that?
Fluid form of those elements, but yeah.
Gotcha.
It's what I use for making potions, or at least it's one step for my potion making, and I'm hoping to use it to find a means of treating this disease. Until I get to that point, the only thing I can really do is just leave the elemental components and see how it reacts with being exposed to these.
That sounds extremely chaotic.
Oh yeah, I've had multiple vials explode in the past from this.
Do you make bombs?
Not unintentionally.
Oh no.
There. So can you make bombs? Intentionally.
He just like stares. He just like looks like he's trying to debate if he even wants to answer that question.
Cause I'm gonna say this now. If we have to blow up a building for some reason, for those people, which I'm not even sure why we're helping them, but you know, they seem dangerous. So maybe I've heard a lot of stories about buildings exploding and people having to explode things.
I'd prefer to cross that bridge when I get there.
You know, that's fair. So what's so important about this disease that you're trying to cure it?
I mean, it's a mind-altering disease that seems to be fatal with 100% of the individuals that obtain it. And quite literally, the one and only town I came from was basically ripped apart by this thing.
Ah, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, I've literally wound up running into this group trying to find a sample I can use to examine. Thankfully, it only really seems to transfer through blood-to-blood contact.
I wonder if this disease is from the war. Makes sense.
I couldn't tell you. So it would explain why it appeared so suddenly.
I mean, this world seems pretty imbalanced to begin with. One side is all day, one side is all night. That seems kind of weird.
Touche.
Yes, someone knows.
Anyway, you said you wanted to understand dispel magic?
If it's all at all possible.
Beats me. I've never tried to teach anyone. I've been alone for 15 years.
Oh, we can try that out a little later on down the line, but at the moment I'm a little got my hands full at the moment.
Yeah, this seems... You wouldn't... None of this is brewing, is it?
Not at the moment. Mostly just letting it settle.
Good. Oh, by the way, are you good with herbs?
I have a few.
Okay, cool. I have this herbalism kit. I've had it because I thought I would need it when I left home. And then I realized I have no idea how to use this thing.
I'd be glad to show you later. I've been using them for most of my recovery-based potions.
It would be appreciated. It would definitely be appreciated, because I don't know how this works. I'm good with brewer stuff. I brewed a lot of my alcohol.
Oh, I've got enough herbs on me to run through probably make one potion. Probably need to keep the rest to experiment for this. Let's just say I found out that a couple of these herbs apparently are effective against the illness as well. Not going to solve it on its own, but I think I have enough left over to prepare one potion if you want to run through a quick process with it. Especially considering not really much I can do until one of these things does something. Just thumbs back towards the vials.
Yeah, it would be interesting. I'm gonna be honest. I'm looking at all the paper everywhere, and I don't think I'm smart enough, and I'm not going to pretend that I understand any of this.
Oh, most of this is just specifically notes on. Most of these are just stray notes on the disease itself. I think if you really are interested, if you really think that you'd be using any of these, it would probably be this one. Just grabs a single piece of paper and holds it out towards him, and it just simply has a graph on it.
Phil grabs the paper, looks at it, and is just continuously quiet, staring at this piece of paper, trying his best to understand it.
It's literally just a wheel of like the four basic elements and just pointing towards each other with vague indications as to what happens when they're exposed to each other.
Do me a favor and roll me just a straight intelligence check with advantage.
Please roll like a 2.
God damn.
Okay. That's funny.
Oh,
You got a nat 20 and a 2.
Basic thing.
You get the
Yeah.
advantage.
Basic way I can explain it. That graph is a quick indicator as to how elements mostly respond to each other.
okay.
Usually you can get those elements by just dumping an object into that, gesturing over towards the bowl of violet acid, and then filtering it out with glass through high purity glass based mesh.
Kind of reminds you of how to brew alcohol.
Oh, like distilling certain flowers for certain flavors and tastes. Gotcha.
Actually, yeah, on that, maybe if you pop by sometime tomorrow, I'll be able to actually get you some alcohol, because I've heard that you have taken a liking to that sort of thing. Just gesturing over towards a weird-looking pot just covered top to bottom in like corks.
Oh god.
That there.
Juice brewer.
Kind of. It's a magical item I've been able to synthesize. Mostly been using it to generate the alkahest I've been using here, but got way more than I'll be needing for the next few days of experimentation. So you could probably use that to literally on the spot create multiple gallons of alcohol. The only problem is it's only usable about once a day, and it's already been used today, unfortunately.
That's okay. I've kind of had a lot to drink in the last. He starts counting on his fingers. When was the last time I was sober, actually?
I'll just take that as too long.
Probably. He starts counting on his fingers again. I think I was sober 4 years ago.
Hey.
Okay, note to self, next person that has lesser restoration on needs to be you. Just head to it.
To be fair, I had no reason to be sober, and sober... I don't know how you people live like this. Everything is so boring.
That's how you kill people. Hey,
Hey.
spice it up.
Just
Jesus
looks like he was about to say something, he just like that he just makes that comment, is like, oh gosh.
Granted, I haven't had normal... You know, you'd be surprised with how bad it is to just sit in the woods all day, every day. Weird fact, though. There's a lot of different plants you can brew into alcohol. Have you tried using alcohol at all for your potion making? Or, well, your attempts to kill this disease? Alcohol is really good at getting rid of certain infectants.
I suppose it's just like I've often been told, rubbing alcohol is a disinfectant for surfaces, so I'd imagine certain forms of alcohol, but at the moment I like to focus on what I immediately have in front of me.
That's fair.
Especially considering I've got a couple of indications as to what to use, and if I can actually figure out what this thing's made out of, I could probably figure out how to end this thing probably within the end of the week. Ironically.
Oh yeah, Osa, what's your relationship with the weird elf lady, who seems very violent?
Hey,
seems
there's
very
two of us.
I'm not that violent.
True, you're not that violent.
Looks over at him. I ran into her a few weeks ago. Ended up heading down in a town towards the center of the island. Greytown, I believe the location was called.
Yes.
I wound up arriving there shortly after I'd been, well, I'll just say after I'd been escorted out of the Silver Pass. Have you been to that location? A little way further down to the south. A little bit closer to the market, but that's beside the point.
We may have passed through there, but I was at... Bill pulls out his map. We went from this place to this place. May have passed by that area.
It was a trading
If-
town, so you've probably been there at least once. Just probably more drunk.
Yeah, I think we just traveled through there. I don't think we really stopped.
But to answer your question, we ran into each other at the bar in Greytown. And let's just say, hey, she found herself in the crossfire between a pair of orcs and Ellie. And when I heard something was going on, I came out to see if there was anything I could do to help, and almost wound up pegging her with a couple doses lighter of one of these. Just holds up a weird gray pellet with odd, slightly orange engravings on the side. This is the closest thing to a bomb I have ever intentionally made.
His head kind of cocked. It's pretty though.
His thing is basically he's the rough equivalent of a matchstick, a bottle of alchemist's fire, and a mild explosive all at once.
Jesus Christ.
Have you thought about making fireworks?
I think that's a better save for a later down the line. And I definitely need to get some sort of sign off, and I'd need to get a lot of papers filled out and a lot of permissions, because that is usually the first step in which an alchemist becomes a vivisectionist, and Lord knows I do not want to be associated with those sorts of individuals.
Then just sell it to traveling merchants. Or not merchants, traveling bards. No paperwork, because bards don't ask questions.
Oh no,
Plus-
the paperwork to not get shot down for making these things.
Oh, fair. Yeah, no, like, I don't really know what I'm doing right now. I kind of just following you guys because you guys seem interesting, I guess. Competent.
I'm just trying to find a way to clear this madness up. And then maybe I'll actually be able to go back home and see what's left of my office.
No.
Well, sounds like an
Very
interesting
long
journey.
pause.
Whenever you do, I'll go with you. Mainly because I need something to do. I don't remember why I came out here, and that's been bugging me this entire time.
I will be very... Actually, no, you don't know what Kenkus are, so... player-wise, that would be very strange to you. Character-wise... Yeah.
On the bright side, I think those people think y'all are kidnappers, which is, at least right now, a good thing.
Wait, why would it be a good thing that they think that?
Because they don't look like very good people.
I see your point. Ah,
If your group has clout of some kind, some form of bad or good, depending on your perspective, orientation, they'll question you less and you can get away with more. They'll ask you to do some dirty jobs here and there, probably, but you can deny the jobs or move things to be deceptive. Take a person that they want to disappear and throw them a few towns away via smuggling them out. Stuff like that. If you're not if you're opposed to killing, which maybe, depending.
At least one of you seems to be.
If you're opposed to taking people out the dirty way. Plus, if you're a quote-unquote kidnapper, someone that you may need to, kidnap, you can save them instead.
I suppose, but it still seems that there's a few more additional steps to this that neither of us are really thinking about.
Probably not.
I'm just gonna hope I never need to find out.
He's just going with the flow. By the way, I'm assuming Bill is just essentially sit there and watch.
Yeah,
for the
kinda.
whole time.
I mean, I've got a deck of cards. We could sit down and play. I did make the comment that there's not really much I can do until one of these vials does respond to this.
Cards.
Somebody
I haven't
say
played
Gwent?
cards in. I haven't played cards in years. I always lost.
What kind of games are you playing?
Blackjack, poker. What was it? 21 was another one that we used to play.
21.
What was another? He had one more, but I don't remember what it's
Pockets.
called.
I mean, I can show you one from back where I came from. It's not exactly a gambling style sort of game. It's mostly just to help loosen in your hands before you do something that's going to be dexterity intensive.
Oh, those are gambling games?
It's not a game. Oh, the ones
Yeah.
a lot of folks do who gamble to those sorts of things. But this one, but I'd be more than willing to show you one that I used to play. It's more sleight of hand oriented though.
Oh, sure. Go ahead.
Right, yeah, so while y'all learn how to play that new game, which it will probably take a little bit to teach Bill, at least considering his intelligence. Yeah, so during downtime, you guys are actually able to train each other on certain things they're proficient. So if you guys are proficient in, say, I had one that I was thinking of for Ollie, but I don't remember what it was now. Medicine, but
Yeah.
yeah, you can actually train the other person in like a couple of days of doing it. You can effectively get them to be proficient in a skill. But yeah, so what we're going to do, because we're running a little bit low on time, and unfortunately, Rowena, we have some plans to make it so Rowena is able to get back to life. So what we're going to do is, if you guys have more things that you guys want to do during downtime, namely Mashruna, because I think, yeah, Mashruna's the only one that's already done thing. We're going to move ahead a little bit, so what you guys want to do during this downtime. Although, actually, Rowena, you could just take Ellie and Mashruna to see Ellie's mom. Tiny child be like, I'm a tiny child now, take baby.
It's been days. I've acquired a child.
It's been days, I've popped this thing out.
God.
But yeah, so we'll see, if you guys want to see that, it's going to be inside of a mini session. But, what we're going to do is we're going to say time passes, all the way up to the meeting time for, Rowena and Oliver to meet Rowena's father and to discuss that, just so we can kind of get that a little bit out of the way for the moment. So what we're going to say, just for sakes of time, is we're going to go to, back to this scene. Back to the scene where you guys are roughly next to the door. I assume in this long period of time, probably a set of 12 hours, roughly. Rowena has probably discussed with at least Ellie and Oliver kind of the fact that they're going to be doing this.
Yeah.
To some depth, yeah. So
I think Oliver already knows because we were together for a little bit.
I mean, she did flat out tell me that she needs me to debrief him on what we currently know and try and start working together to figure out a final solution.
Yeah. Yeah, so you guys are currently standing in front of the gates. Technically is just a giant arc of stone, but currently they have two massive, pretty much just like cinders in front of it. That like giant, massive, really would take someone pulling like a couple of people to pull it open in order to get people out. You are assuming this is containment measures, which Rowena would confirm is in fact a containment measure. I believe, Rowena, you had a secret knock, so you do that.
Yeah.
It takes about 5 minutes for the doors to properly open enough for you to be able to step out. And when you do, you see two people standing in front of you. Both look to be some form of mage. And they both have their quarterstaffs and like step over here, and then they both start scanning you individually. They both scan you individually, and they do the same thing with Oliver. And they say like, "You're clean. We'll keep an eye on you." And then they slowly close the doors back. It's a
Right,
lengthy process. Huh?
And as they went over Oliver like 7 or 8 additional times, just simply because, dear God, this pig is a devil man.
Took about 20 minutes. Yeah. It took a while, but they finally, were fairly okay with you. Based on your
He's in my custody. It's okay.
based on your passive perception of probably like 16, you can tell they're keeping a distance from you, but they are still relatively there. And you go back to your meeting place. I think I have a... We'll do... Yeah. It's kind of nighttime, so we're going to... I wonder if this works. On.
Oh. Sun setting.
Hey!
Yeah.
In a manner of speaking.
There you go. All right. So it's nighttime now. You'll be like right there-ish. Y'all cannot see this at all. Jesus. On the bottom right. Oh my God. Hi.
Bottom right.
Yes. Where this light will be. Let me move this fucking light. There we go. Yeah. Be right there. More or less where you guys are going to be. I'll place you guys down real quick. But yeah, so you guys are standing there. Jesus Christ, this light is so fucking dim. Okay. Okay. Make you
I'm
brighter.
blocked from leaving the bridge.
Okay. Light animation advanced options. Light anime. Okay. Can I make you thicker? Can I? How about 30?
Ooh.
Okay. Sure. That's not dim as shit. Color intensity. No, it's a terrible light. There we go. Yeah. There we go. You like me now. Anyway, so yeah, you guys are near this little forest area right here. Wherever your other you is, there is. Just trying to figure out where it was. And you guys are eventually meet up with your father, who I do have a picture for, but I have to find him in my series of folders. There we are. So you do meet up with your father. One thing that you notice as you walk up to him, which you were raised around this man. I mean, you've seen him in full battle gear multiple times. He is a full military man. So at the moment, he's wearing full military gear. But more importantly, he has a small circlet around his forehead, which you've always seen him go into battle with, but you've never seen any other person do it with. You assume it's because of his ranking, but yeah, none of the other high-ranking soldiers have ever gone to battle, so you never really questioned it. And then he has a golden bow strapped around his shoulders as well. Is a bow that you've wanted for like most of your life, to be honest. It is a fucking pristine bow. It's actually on his back, not across his chest. But it's a pristine bow with like golden arrows too. I have not really seen him use that for a very long time, but it's his full outfit. Oliver, do me a favor and roll a perception check.
Why is he all battle ready? What?
He's outside of the area. Cool. You can feel the sheer amount of magical energy radiating off this guy's bow. It is like you walked up to like a fountain and are just being like the fountain got turned towards you. I mean, it is slamming into you. The sheer magical force on this guy's bow.
We have an Arcane Archer, boys. And that's actually a class and subclass. Well, not a
cool.
class. Yeah, it's a fighter archetype.
Yeah, you can't tell. He doesn't feel like he has any magic that he's using on it. It feels like the magic is purely from his bow, which you assume is a magical weapon. But yeah, it's not comfy. It is a compressing feeling, as if you vaguely feel like you legitimately want to kneel in front of this man from the sheer force that is being pressed upon you. He's also like 6 foot, so
Okay,
his-
before we even meet him, I'm gonna like brief the tiefling on how intimidating this is gonna be.
Uh-huh.
But I didn't know it was gonna be even this much more.
You've been around his bow and his outfit so often that force, that pressure that's put on you, you don't even feel. It's not even a thing to you at this point. But that bow itself, you've seen people kneel in front of him just from the sheer pressure. You just completely forgot about it till now because you haven't seen him for like months on end. And the only time you've been there is around him and his wife. So, yeah. The sheer force of it is making you want to kneel. Roll me a wisdom saving throw real quick, Wally. Or Ollie, sorry.
I was like, what? I'm not there.
Bird followed?
I mean, if you want the bird to follow, he can
I fail.
follow.
Yeah,
I fail.
you feel the absolute need to bow in front of this, to like kneel down in front of this man. You feel the absolute crushing need to kneel in front of him, or you feel like you may die if you don't.
I mean, I probably would either assume that would be necessary either way, because he is technically the closest thing to an actual leader my character has probably seen in this civilization, so there's that much.
That is true. So I'm assuming you kneel in front of him, just like, huh? Yep.
I mean, you obviously want to kind of demonstrate some level of respect for it, because it's just like, dear God, this person is the closest relative to somebody who has been threatening to kill me since we first met.
True. So he looks at you and he's just like, rise. And that pressure that's on you, gone. Just one word, it's gone.
Good evening, sir. I take it you are our contact?
Alright. What's his name? I don't remember his name. Amar. Amar. Yeah, Amar. Is that how you said it?
I don't know. I think we skipped it.
A-R-M-A-R. Things are pinned.
Yeah, let's go with that. Works for me.
Cool. Hi, my name is Amar. I'm Citadel's father.
Pleased to meet you. I am Dr. Richards, but most of the group just calls me Ollie.
I was told you had information about this disease.
I have
do
information.
hope that you make it worth my time.
I have information about my current progress, as well as enough details to work out the rest of the way, but the rest of the way is going to take some time. So, let's start with the basics of the briefing. I'm fairly certain you're well aware by now that this is an infection that can last anywhere from a few days to multiple months before or at reaching the point where it will kill the infected. The symptoms so far that I've seen include relatively early on a slight increase in aggression, slowly rising as time goes on in some patients, followed by eventually, in nearly all of them, the blue glowing veins that you are undoubtedly familiar with.
Alright. Do you know why there's a delay in some and an instant in others? Why it's a couple weeks to several months?
Depends on. I would assume it would have something to do with the actual immune system of the individuals, but that much of a shift, that tells me that there's likely something else that these are attacking, that this infection is attacking, or perhaps it impacts very specific patients in different ways. Almost as if it was just like slightly stopped at the realization, this was probably made by somebody. This was probably made this way intentionally.
He raises his eyebrow. Oh.
Nothing with these sorts of general qualities seems like it would be this much of a swingy infection. A disease typically would simply die off if it ran out of individuals to infect, especially considering you can typically expect the immune system is going to be getting to work on it immediately. And usually that means that the recovery or the kill should be expected to be finished in a month at most. Doesn't make any sense that it it may potentially linger this long in certain individuals. Just hand to his forehead. That's something
Could
I'll have
it
to
be
be looking into.
accelerated by something?
I'll
Very,
pop in and add in the little bit of information because I think Oliver was in his room when we
Yeah.
got that information from the barkeep. I'll be like, from the little bit more information that I've gathered, it seems like there's a possibility it might be accelerated with the use of the drugs that are in the slums.
Oh.
the drugs?
The drugs, yes.
But
Specifically, possibly a new drug called the Circuit.
We have been hearing about that one as of late.
Do
One
we
of
have
these-
anything to do with it?
No.
One of these days, if I can find a high purity pearl, I'm gonna have to look into those. But that's for a different time, and we don't really need that. Have to find the cure. Anyway, on the subject, I'm sure, as he mentioned with the blue veins and the extended time frame, I'm certain Ruina has already told me that the patients that the victims have been known to eventually explode, and I'd wager that you are the source for that information, correct?
Aye.
No.
That is correct.
Well, from what I've been able to, from my experience with infections, that's usually how the more dangerous ones proceed to spread. And off of the quick examination I've had on the infected sample itself, it seems that this is an infection that can only spread through blood-to-blood contact.
That must be why they explode. Interesting.
Seems to be. Alright, but let's move into the general details I have for the treatment. At the moment, it just opens up his scroll case and starts pulling out probably enough of notes to practically make a book. The brief synopsis I can give you is typically the way that alchemical treatment of these sorts of diseases works would demand that I find a base, which essentially I can explain as a fluid form of a ground or otherwise herb, root, or other potential plant that has a basic effect on the disease in question. And then from there, I just need to find the elemental makeup of the infection itself in order to create a concoction through through an opposing elemental makeup to essentially force it out. Following it up by binding it with yet another style of herb, root, or other plant, specifically that's meant to bind these elements back to a more material form. At the moment, he says, just pointing at the graph that he's probably been making at this moment for this explanation, I have narrowed down the base to 2 potential ingredients, and ironically, I have both possibilities. He says, just holding up a pair of herbs. These I usually use to make health potions, but I found that the complete health potion seems to weaken the infection for a short time. It has never been able to save the person on its own. However, I'm certain with the right elemental combination, it should do the trick. One of these 2 herbs would be a decent base through that idea, but I'm still yet to find the elemental makeup of the infection itself to find the rest. On the other hand, once I can figure out what the elemental makeup of the infection is, I should be able to find the process of refinement and the specific plant that's necessary to bind it to a material form, probably within the end of the week.
Interesting. He kind of like holds out his hand for the graph that you just wrote down.
I'll hand it to him.
Cool.
Considering I have no doubt I have all these details in my actual
Oh yeah, 100%.
everywhere.
Yeah, he holds it, he scans it, he like moves his hand down. Interesting. Well done. You may head back to the slums and finish your material. I will speak with my daughter for a few minutes before she follows.
Yes, sir. Thank you for hearing me out, he says,
He
giving a
nods.
salute before leaving.
After you're out of earshot, he looks at Rowena and then crumples the paper in his hands and kind of just tosses it behind him.
I was gonna say he did really good, but now I don't know.
You did a very good job on that. Interesting. We at least now know how to use the disease. Are you planning on going back down there?
I don't know if you know yet, if Faye has gotten in contact with you, but
She is not.
she's infected. And I would like to go back down there and try to save her, to help the tiefling as much as he can, get some sort of solution to help her. It seems like he's almost there.
It does. Your next mission. Cure her, bring her back, and we shut the doors permanently.
I can get my team out though, right?
He kind of raises his eyebrow at you.
They're very helpful, as you can tell.
Yes, they seem to be. They seem to be able to cure the one disease that seems to affect every race individually. So you may take out your team out of the slums before we block it off entirely, assuming the tiefling doesn't come with. He is far
Okay,
too
I'm
much of a
hesitating, but my character isn't. I'm just trying to think of what I want to say.
He's
Oh.
far too much of a threat.
I have no words. I have no nice words. No. Mm-mm.
I would have agreed earlier, but I honestly don't. I don't think this tiefling is too much of a threat, especially if I stay near him.
Think about it this way, Rowena. If the orcs manage to get a hold of this disease, and somehow they manage to get a hold of this tiefling, and he starts to cure all of them, and somehow, some way, we lose it, and then he dies. The orcs know how to cure it, we don't. Which means the orcs win. If we, however, have all the knowledge of how to cure this disease, and the orcs contract it, as they have down there, we win. If he somehow gets out, he knows how this disease works, and he himself said it is able to be created. And he sees this war as a threat. What do you think he will do to every single living being inside of this war? If he sees us as a threat, he can continue to create this created disease and annihilate every single person you have ever known in your entire life.
Rowena's like clenching and unclenching her fists.
You wish to be a soldier, Rowena. This is the choice soldiers make. I'm giving you an order. Fix
The
up
one for the many?
Faye. Fix up Faye. And either leave your team down there, or make sure the tiefling stays.
I mean, there's more than one way to get out.
He did say he was going to block up the slums.
Yeah.
Our plan is to make it so that everyone contracts the disease down there, and everyone dies. As he said, it is 100% fatal. Therefore, the slums will run themselves down eventually, and none of those above will get even slightly attached to it. If he knows how to make it, he's a threat.
Oh my goodness. Okay. Marina was actually starting to like Oliver.
Yeah, I know. Oliver literally said, "Yeah, I can cure this for all of it," and his reply was to throw away the cure and say, "Fuck him."
I understand.
As I said, Ellie, you're gonna hate this fucking interaction with this man.
I understand, Father. I'll do as you say.
He nods. Good. Now go. I just
How
straight up
long?
starts walking away.
How long do I have? Do I know? Until I just get out?
He just said fix Faye and
Just
do
fix
it.
Faye and then bring it back. Okay.
He doesn't care. He gave you he gave you a timeline. Fix Faye or she dies, and either case, come out, take your team with you, and leave the tiefling, or don't. And he'll bury the slums effectively.
Okay, yeah. I said yes. I said I would do it.
And he just walked away.
I'll stay there for a moment. Do I actually want to do it? Because he did say stuff that made sense.
He did, technically.
At least to Arena's fucking weird ass mind. Okay, she'll turn around and she'll head back to the tiefling.
Alright. Let me turn it back.
She's not gonna tell him anything.
Let me move this light over here, and you, where are you?
Oh, I assumed I was still on my way back to the tavern.
Oh yeah, she basically runs after you, and as they're slowly well, actually, you have to wait for her to come back before they open the door. So you're basically just standing at the door as they stare at you menacingly.
It's with me still. Don't worry. Heading back in.
Oh, thank gosh. I thought they were going to shoot me any second now.
No, that's my job, okay.
All right. You've said that a billion times before.
Yeah, and I thought you would know by now. You're smart, right?
Yes, but I don't. No, I'm not certain how much they know about that plan.
That's true. Yeah, so they do the whole process, opening up the door, slamming it back closed, and that shit is like, it's a hefty seal. It would take a lot to get out those doors. And yeah, you guys are back inside the slums, just alone. Want to say anything as you're slowly on your walk back?
So how'd it go?
I have a new mission. I'm gonna go see how Faye is doing. And you said when you were talking with my father that a healing potion kind of delays it?
It weakens it, but the infection always comes back in full strength later. Even so, if you do want to try it, I will say, under the current moment of my research, there's a very strong chance that the infection will just adapt and basically the potion would wind up dooming her. But if you are insistent on trying that, I have 4 on me.
I mean, you gave me one earlier. I have that one. Do you think if I keep giving her healing potions for a while, it'll buy enough time for you to get a cure?
You can try it, but I'm still not 100% certain how effective it'll be. Naturally, infections of basically all varieties will slowly learn to start adapting to the style of treatments you play on them. That's when they wind up mutating and become something worse.
Based on your current mindset, Oliver, you would guess that potions split out through about a month would delay it quite a bit.
Could be delayed probably for a while, but have to be split apart over the course of about a month. So you're free to try it, but I'm not certain how much more time it would buy, and it would probably demand a higher dosage of the treatment if it does work. So
Well-
you're free to do it if you just want more, want to guarantee additional time.
Yes, I do.
Try giving it to her about 1 ounce at a time. There should be enough for about 4 within each of those vials.
Okay. So you're gonna give me all the vials?
I mean, I could pass you another one.
Okay.
Just one. Just make sure she gets about one quarter of this thing every week.
Okay. I'll be back when I need more.
Will do.
Hmm,
Actually, I think this one's actually stronger than the one I gave you because my potions have gotten stronger from my level up.
probably, yeah.
Okay, so I'm just going to send you one of these. Send to... No. Why on earth is Ruin on the list? What the heck?
You can't give me shit.
I have no idea.
Okay, add to your inventory a singular 2d4 plus 5 healing potion.
2d4 plus...
And I'm just going to delete one from my inventory.
Mm-hmm. Need to figure out that trading thing again at some point. Oh, there it is.
I mean, the trading system opens, it just shows everyone except Rowena, and I can't figure out what the heck is with that.
Weird. You figure out...
Or at least it allows me to send to a player, and it just lists Eleonora, Mashruna, and Bill, but it does not include Rowena for some ungodly reason.
Yeah,
I don't get it.
Try figuring that out at some point. But yeah.
Just one of them?
Oh, here we go. Never mind. And
Oh, did you have
why
to
did I have multiple? Wait, no, she's not on this list either. What the heck?
I'm a ghost!
A ghost in the water.
But yeah, I was just giving you another one, and you can request more if you need them. I have 3 more on my person.
Okay, I will... Because Ellie just paid all of her money, essentially, to the barkeep. I'm gonna give him 20 gold to give to Ellie.
I'll drop it off with her.
That's so nice.
She's my sister!
I'm not even going to add it to my inventory. I'm just going to say I give it to her when I get there.
I'm gonna see if I could just offer it real quick. Did it work?
Is Ellie there? There you are, Ellie. Did you get money from...
Yes, I did.
Okay, cool.
Perfect.
Yeah, I did. Thank you.
Nice.
You're welcome. There we go. Before I leave, I'm gonna turn around, I'm gonna say... Okay, Oliver. I'm trusting you.
Is there something else I should know about?
Why would you think that?
I mean, that's usually what's implied with
You're
that sort
ruining
of
the
question.
moment! I was saying I trust you!
I appreciate that, though I won't lie, it's a little sudden to be saying that. Especially given that you've spent the last several weeks threatening to kill me on the spot.
Well, that was before I knew my best friend was in trouble, and essentially you are the only person who has the key, you know?
It's only because I've been spending as long as I have trying to figure out what the heck is going on here.
Okay.
From an alchemical standpoint. Still wish I had
So you're
that.
going to just keep working on it, okay?
Will do. I'll have to see how far those samples have progressed. Wonder if any of those vials have broken.
Okay.
Wait, did you just leave Bill with your vial?
Wonder what this does.
No. Bill's just like...
I mean, he did flat out tell you what was in those vials, and he did mention that they all do include some level of the elemental makeup of that infection.
Yes, but Bill is stupid.
Imagine Bill trying to take the element of fire liquefied and turn that into a brew.
Oh, I'm just primarily worried that he picked up the lavender fill, or the bowl filled with lavender or fluid, and tried to drink it because that was acid.
He's
I
not
don't
that
think he's
stupid.
quite that stupid, but you know, he might have slept on it.
Oh,
Look, he's not intelligent. At most, he would maybe pick up a vial and shake it in his hand just to see what would happen.
Oh god.
Because strange colored vials. Curious bird person.
Is Ellie watching Masrina?
yeah,
He
let's
would
be real,
try to
Masrina
drink it,
would
yeah.
drink it. Yeah. I do not have the components to replace a goblin stomach.
She's only like what, one? How off are they in intelligence? It's like 1 or 2 points.
They're at 1 point,
Yeah.
yeah. She's
1 point, and yet
stupid.
he wouldn't drink it. She would.
Bill,
That's the point. That's the point. Would you
Look.
drink something weird?
Bill
Ah, yeah,
doesn't
I
drink
ate
anything.
a mug, it's fine.
Look, Bill is dumb. He's really, really dumb.
In certain ways.
Like,
But
the two siblings are just like, do we drink it?
he has
Oh my God.
a decent wisdom, and he was told not to drink what he understands to be element.
Liquefied,
Because that nat 20 earlier.
liquefied primal element mixed with a very dubious infection.
That
At
sounds like a
most-
snack.
At most, he would shake it
Yeah.
and place it back because
up.
pretty colors.
Oh, there's no question. At least 2 of those would probably be agitated, high pressurized, and maybe explode.
Jesus Christ.
1 or 2 of them probably would.
Look,
Feast.
all I'm hearing is explosive vial, and Bill's a curious creature. Let's just hope he didn't pick up an explosive one.
Oh.
A very interesting
really
time
all
next
depends on-
session.
Which ones explode really all depends on the elemental makeup of the infection itself.
And honestly,
God.
whether he picked one up and shook it a little bit, I would leave completely up to whatever roll would need to be for Bill to resist.
Oh
Is
god.
this the urge?
Yeah, the
Alright.
urge to pick one up and shake
Yeah.
it.
So Rowena, you're putting your
I'm gonna-
absolute faith into this man.
Yes.
Oh,
Into
no.
a freaking tiefling.
She's giving you her faith. It's kind of small, but you know,
Oh,
Explosives.
it's kind of like a rock. You
Unintentional
know?
explosives.
It's dim, it's small, but it's there. And you have it.
So if
Somehow.
you guys want to see what chaos is made, we're actually going to be doing another episode next week, and then every other week after that. So this is a really fun one. Thank you guys for joining me. I am very eager to look forward to what Ellie is going to throw down on me based on this conversation so far. Because who boy?
I mean, I literally watched her get up out of her chair and
Yeah.
just walk away.
Yeah, I was there when she did that as
he
well.
timed
I've
out.
been hinting
just didn't
towards
see her
this
come
moment
back.
for a while.
I was looking at the floor. I wasn't looking at anything.
I just looked up. At some point, she was just back.
Yeah, I've been hinting towards this moment for a good couple of months, and that one moment there, that one sentence he said, fucking broke her.
Leave the tiefling.
Yeah. So if you guys want to see the insanity that comes up next episode, as Rowena unfortunately has to leave the party for the most part, come by next Friday. We're also going to be doing a mini episode at some point whenever she's able to, which is going to be Ellie meeting her mother for the first time. Possibly getting something for her,
Yay.
who knows. And next episode, y'all get to meet Dr. Rigor Mortis, the guy who prefers to be at the bottom of the slums next to all of the most deranged and insane lunatics of all time.
Not gonna lie, Sin, I'm expecting that I'm going to wind up having that. I actually will get sealed up in the slums, and I'll wind up having to like break out by doing something crazy, like throwing Alkahest on the door.
That'd
Just
be
melt-
interesting, you know?
Just
Yeah.
melt the door down into its elemental components.
Jesus Christ, it's just like, finish it! But that's dependent on Rowena, what Rowena decides to do. If she even lets you know, you know?
Hey,
And I'm keeping a lot of secrets from everyone. I got
Dude.
secrets from my dad. I got secrets from the party.
to be fair, even this infection was meant to be a secret. The only reason it came out was because I needed something quick that I could use as a defense when Ruina first had an arrow pointed at my face.
I was so excited to see what the fuck y'all do next episode. So come by next Friday, 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. PST, and we'll see all of you fine folks in the weird-ass jams that we do. And come check out some other series as well as I slowly drink myself to death.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, and check out Tables of Taurus if you guys want to see the other videos that we've done in the past. I think we're on episode 19, I think this is. I think it's in the title. But yeah, so we'll see all of you fine folks on another episode. Bye!
Bye.
Have a good one.
Bye.